Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
sabotage.
I actually gotta record a TikTok, so
If you're still thinking about it, that's fine. So we think of a mobile operating system as either Android or iOS, but the true OS is the apps.
Bitcoin is the asset, Solana is the network and support for the trading of all of those assets. I think if you see Bitcoin perform well and transform into a risk-off asset, then you need a substrate for trading other assets. I don't think there's going to be one asset in the world, right? Like that's a ridiculous perspective. There are going to be many different types of assets. Bitcoin is the asset, Solana is
Store policy layers.
I just gotta make this TikTok. I gotta make this TikTok before I can go live, so give me a second, everybody. This is gonna be a banger stream, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, shout out to everyone tapping in, tuning in. Shout out to everyone over on Pump Fund. Shout out to everyone over on Abstract. Shout out to everyone over on X. Shout out to everyone over on YouTube. Shout out to everyone over on Twitch. You already know what the fuck going on, chat. You already know what the fuck going on, chat. Sorry, I gotta lock in on making this TikTok. Oh wow, look how many people watching my Pump Fun stream. Hey, it's good to see you guys. You know, I don't usually, I'm usually all focused on TikTok and stuff, but for those of you guys who are watching me on Pump Fun or X or YouTube or whatever, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. For those of you who don't know me, I'm YNOT. I'm the greatest crypto rapper of all time. Now I just happen to be the most consistent streamer on Pump Fun. I swear, the creator capital meta came and went, and pretty much nobody's left standing. It's literally me and Gainsey. Me and Gainsey are the only two motherfuckers that are still doing this shit. So I know I'm really excited to be in this position, and yeah. I like Pump Fun, I'm not gonna lie. I fuck with you guys. Sorry, I just gotta generate all these background images and shit. And my chart's got some motion on it too on Pump Fun, I'm not gonna lie. We wicked up 15,000. You know, I wanna go on the record. Alon said that he was gonna call a $14,000 market cap coin. Coincidentally, at the time, my coin had a $14,000 market cap. Now, I'm not gonna say one thing in any direction or another, but I'm just saying it's an odd coincidence. You know, 14,000 is a pretty specific number, and then it's kind of like, okay, my coin had 14,000. Yeah, let me run this shit real quick. Give me a second, y'all. It's gonna take me a little bit. You guys will have a little bit of insight into my TikTok creation strategy. So bear with me. This is a crypto rap exclusive. I put hours in this shit, chat. I'm just looking down my Pump Fun stream clips. Oh fuck, did I just end my stream? Am I still here? I'm still here, right? Yeah, okay, bet. My bad. think I just crashed the plane. But yeah, just if you guys look and you tap into my previous streams, you're gonna see I'm literally here for hours every single day, and it's been that way. I mean, my coin's fucking what, 8 months old. We just celebrated our 8-month anniversary recently. 8 months of streaming on Pump Fun. I think I must have a 90% plus like days that I've been live. So I think we're looking at less than 10% days that I'm not live. And of that, we're probably averaging at least a few hours a day. I'm thinking 2 or 3 hours, which is good numbers in my opinion. Maybe others don't feel the same, but I consider myself to be the most consistent streamer on Pump Fun. Period. Poo. Like even Gainsey, who's been here longer and more consistent in the sense that he shows up almost every day, except for that brief bout where he was out over in Thailand. I definitely put more hours in than him. I need to get back on his program sometime soon. I love that guy, honestly. He's such a good sport, so humble. There's no one quite like him in the space. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to ChatGPT and I'm having ChatGPT generate for me TikTok background images that I will use in the video. So I just go one by one and I just have it kind of spit out background images. Then I'm gonna go through this TikTok in particular is gonna be about Kuala Lumpur conference that's coming up at the end of the month. I'm gonna be out there attending. Excited to announce. I'll do a more formal announcement in a little bit, but you guys are getting the behind the scenes. And that's gonna be a movie. There's nothing better than crypto conferences. And so many of my good friends are gonna be out there too. I have no doubt that it's gonna be quite spectacular. Hell yeah. You know what I need to do, chat? I need to cut my fucking nails. My nails are way too long right now. I'm gonna ask my girl to cut my shit later. You know what's funny is coming to my Pump Fun stream and looking in the comments and looking at everyone that's rage baiting. But there's actually a lot of like decent people there too. There's actually a lot of people. It's kind of hit or miss in terms of hate comments and love comments. I just gotta say, guys, the haters never get to me. They never get to me. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. There's a million pussy ass bitches in the world that hate on my shit. A million pussy ass bitches in the world that hate on my shit. But there is only one of me. I've never met another me. I've met a million pussy ass bitches, but I've only met one me. So that's why a hater will never get to me, chat. You guys are a dime a dozen. You guys are cockroaches. Me personally, I'm one of a kind. I'm digging the viewership on Pump Fun right now, actually. We're trending upwards. I appreciate you guys tuning in. It's pretty dope. I kind of neglect, and it's one of my regrets, and I want to kind of dial this in a little bit better, but I kind of neglect other streaming platforms and pretty much only pay attention to TikTok. But now that I've been so consistent over such a long period of time, I think my viewership is trending upwards and participation is trending upwards as well. And that means that people are starting to want to interact with me on other platforms. I need to get better at adding the restream integration of like the multi-chat and something like that. I'm not gonna lie, Pump Fun too. Like Pump Fun, I guess I'll drop this suggestion in the chat, but it would be cool if you guys could coordinate with Restream. I don't think you guys are officially like integrated on their platform yet, but it would be cool if you could be officially integrated. There's no reason why you shouldn't be. Fucking Rumble's on there. Rumble's a piece of shit, and Pump Fun is better than Rumble. So yeah. Just one little like clerical thing. You just send it probably a couple of emails and connect with Restream, and they'll be able to officially support Pump Fun on the platform. That means that you'll get live chat integration, maybe even a market cap widget. I think sky's the limit over there. Almost done generating these background images, and then we will rock and roll. Sorry, I just need to make this TikTok before I go live. TikTok prefers if you make something before you go live, because that boosts the signal on everything. I think I know TikTok better than most people in crypto. Even the biggest companies like Solana Foundation recently created their own TikTok. You know, a lot of big exchanges and stuff have made the leap to TikTok. They have zero traction. Nobody knows how to generate organic audience and significant growth within the crypto niche on TikTok. Like nobody, except me. I've done it on multiple occasions. You know, I ran my first account up to like 50, 60,000 followers. Second account right now, I'm currently hovering a little bit under 40,000. This is, it's maybe not the biggest numbers in the world, but when you realize that this is an entirely crypto-based account and it's an entirely crypto-based audience, the numbers seem a little more impressive, right? To have 50,000 actual crypto enthusiasts, I mean, there's not even 50,000 active traders on chain on Solana at any given time, so it's kind of a big deal. I fuck with you guys. I fuck with you. I'm almost done here. I'ma fuck with you, chat. I'ma fuck with you. I've never been to Asia before. It's gonna be so exciting to go to Kuala Lumpur, honestly. Everyone, including my family, when I told them, they were like, I'm so jealous. The food's gonna be so good. That's one thing I can't even wait for, chat. The food's gonna be too good. Like I'm probably gonna want to move there or some shit. Give me a second, guys. I know the stream's kind of boring right now, but we're just getting started. I gotta finish this. I'm gonna record this TikTok. You'll be able to watch it live, see a little bit of my process. For those of you guys who are interested in my opinion, TikTok is the final frontier of social crypto. Like, people very much neglect the platform, but it's the largest untapped niche in the entire industry. I mean, when you look at the numbers, I think X has maybe 200 million, 300 million users on it. TikTok has 1.5 billion. 1.5 billion. It mogs X to a multiplier of 5X. Like there's 5 times more users on TikTok. And the other thing, it's not just the numbers, the raw numbers are fine, but it's the engagement. Users on X spend on average maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours a day on the higher end. TikTok, you're looking at people that are spending 3 to 5 hours a day on the platform. So you got more people, and the people are more engaged. This is something that a lot of people, it's an oversight to many. I don't really understand why, but to me, like I said, it's the largest untapped niche in all of crypto. So I'm excited to be a kind of a pioneer and a leader at the forefront of this movement that nobody's really participating in. Let's run this. Like, I'm not gonna lie, chat. If you crunch the numbers, maybe this is gonna sound crazy. I get more viewers than Thread Guy. Like, if you crunch the numbers on a good stream, I get more viewers than Thread Guy. They're TikTok viewers, so nobody respects that. Nobody understands that. But trust me, my chat is more engaged. My conversion is higher. The people that are tapped in is like, it's impressive. Let me make this TikTok real quick. Jupiter is taking over Malaysia. The most exciting crypto conference of the new year is coming to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It's being hosted by Jupiter, one of the largest protocols in all of Solana. And they are showcasing the best of their talent and technology at the end of this month in Malaysia. Industry leaders from all over Solana are going to be there ready to start the new year confidently. I'm lucky that I'm going to be in attendance. So keep an eye out for live streams and content coming out of what will no doubt be the coolest conference of this entire month.
The most exciting crypto conference of the
See, so that's what I do. Took me super quick, right? Now I just gotta go chop up the clips. The whole time that I was talking, I broke. You could tell that I was breaking sentence by sentence. I was switching the background.
the most exciting crypto conference of the new year
I'm giving you guys free game right now.
is coming
So I chop it up.
to the new year is coming to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It's being hosted by Asia. Being hosted to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Being hosted by Jupiter. It's being hosted by Jupiter. One of the largest protocols in all of Solana. They are showcasing the best of their talent and technology at the end of this month in Malaysia. Industry leaders from all over Solana are going to be there ready to start the new year confidently.
I have such conference withdrawals from Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi was such a good time.
I'm lucky that I'm going to be in attendance. So keep an eye out for live streams and content coming out of what will no doubt be the coolest conference this entire month. The most exciting crypto conference of the new year is coming to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It's being hosted by Jupiter, one of the largest crypto conference of the new year is coming to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It's being hosted by Jupiter, one of the largest protocols in all of Solana. They are showcasing the best of their talent and technology at the end of this month. Best of their talent and technology at the end of this month in Malaysia. Industry leaders from all over Solana are going to be in Malaysia. Industry leaders from all over Solana are going to be there ready to start the new year confidently. I'm lucky that I'm going to be in attendance. So keep an eye out for live streams and content coming out of what will no doubt be the coolest conference this entire month.
All right, check it. So this is the first rough cut. I chopped it up. You can see what I'm doing is I'm reducing the space between clips. I'm cycling the backgrounds. In the first cut, what I want is continuity. Obviously, when I'm speaking it, I'm taking a lot of breaks and pauses, and so I'm clipping those breaks and pauses. You know, I come from a rap background, right? I'm a musician, and this is what you do in FL Studio, right? You're trying to quantize what you're saying. You're trying to make sure that it aligns with the beats. You're trying to minimize dead space, and you're trying to make sure that it flows well. So you're just doing the same thing here, but on a video front. You can see right here.
The most exciting crypto conference of the new year is coming to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It's being hosted by Jupiter, one of the largest protocols in all of Solana. They are showcasing the best of their talent and technology at the end of this month in Malaysia. Industry leaders from all over Solana.
So you can get a little bit of a vibe there. The backgrounds are cycling. The speech is very continuous. And then here, now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add all the bells and whistles. I basically like to think of it as you have to appeal to the person with the most ADHD. In order to be successful on TikTok, you have to have the retention for somebody that is fucking ADHD, right? So I'm making stuff that moves fast, that cycles quickly, that has a difference in sort of like zooms, difference in color, saturation turned up, all of these visually, in terms of organization, everything basically has to appeal to someone with insane ADHD. Luckily, I have insane ADHD, So that makes it a little bit easier.
The most exciting crypto conference of the new year is coming to the most exciting crypto conference of the new year is coming to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It's being Kuala Lumpur coming to.
I gotta tap in because low key, I got some Malaysian homies like in real life, like before crypto. I'm gonna have to tap in with them, no cap.
The most exciting crypto conference of the new year is coming to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Kuala Lumpur. To Kuala Lumpur. Coming to Kuala Lumpur. Coming to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It's being hosted by Jupiter, one of the largest protocols. Jupiter, one of the largest protocols in all of Solana. They are showcasing the best of their talent and technology at the end of this month in Malaysia. Industry leaders from all over Solana are going to be there ready to start the new year confidently. I'm lucky that I'm going to be in attendance, so keep an eye out. For live streams and content coming out of what will no doubt be the coolest conference this entire month.
All right. So here you can see I chopped it up, adjusted zooms, added a filter layer to it. Watch this.
The most exciting crypto conference of the new year is coming to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It's being hosted by Jupiter, one of the largest protocols in all of Solana. They are showcasing the best of their talent and technology at the end of this month in Malaysia. Industry leaders from all over Solana are going to be there ready to start the new year
So now it's that much more dynamic. Even though I'm pretty much just talking the whole time and railing at them and it's kind of a single clip of me looking there, the backgrounds are changing, the zoom levels are changing, there's a bit of a filter on there. So that should be visually engaging enough for people to tap in with it. Now what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna add captions. I add minor captions because sometimes, you know, people are watching videos without sound. We want to make sure that they are provided for. And I'm my caption alpha, if you spend any time on TikTok, then you get an idea of what the industry standard is for what people look for in captions. So I just kind of plug in the industry standard. I have a little bit of my own alpha. I kind of adjust some things that people usually don't adjust. But okay. Then I slap a title on there. I'm gonna title it "The Biggest Crypto Conference So Far This Year." I'm kind of hedging my bets with that. Obviously, there's been no crypto conference so far this year. And then last thing I'll do is I'll add a little bit of a background beat.
The new year's coming to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It's being hosted by Jupiter, one of the largest protocols in all of Solana. They are showcasing the best of their talent and technology at the end of this month in Malaysia. Industry leaders from all over Solana are going to be.
You have to think critically at every step of the way here. You have to really innovate, and you have to be kind of move with intention when you're making these things. You're never going to make a perfect thing, and so your job is to kind of learn and improve as you go along.
The most exciting crypto conference of the new year is coming to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It's being hosted by Jupiter, one of the largest. The most exciting crypto conference of the new year is coming to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It's being hosted by Jupiter, one of the largest protocols in all of Solana. They are showcasing.
Have a good day. That beat would be fire, but I don't think it's gonna work with the. I don't want any words talking under me. Almost done, chat. Almost done. Sorry it's taking this long. But even though it's taken long, it doesn't take that long. I mean, it takes me less than 20 minutes to create a pretty high quality TikTok.
The most exciting crypto conference of the new year is coming to.
That's a good one.
The most.
Alright, so the final looks like this. Captions, title, edits, zooms, clips together, background audio, all of that done. You get a final TikTok. It looks something like this.
The most exciting crypto conference of the new year is coming to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It's being hosted by Jupiter, one of the largest protocols in all of Solana. They are showcasing the best of their talent and technology at the end of this month in Malaysia. Industry leaders from all over Solana are going to be there, ready to start the new year confidently.
So that's pretty good right there. I'm not gonna lie. I think we threw it together and did our little thing. So last thing, of course, is the caption.
The most exciting.
The caption. I'm gonna have to move this up actually. Caption. Kuala Lumpur is going to change the future of Solana forever. Let me know if you guys I'll say will you be there? Kuala Lumpur is going to change the future of Solana forever. Hashtag Solana, hashtag crypto, hashtag trading, hashtag blockchain, hashtag Sol. Maybe I can do hashtag Jupe. Nice. Then I run that, boom. Bada bing, bada boom, it's already done. Now while this is uploading, I'm gonna go live on TikTok and we will start the usual program. But first, I need to story this post. It's essential for you to story your own post in order to increase exposure. Then I'm going to go on my alt accounts. I got a couple of alt accounts. I'm going to like, comment, repost, save, and then story on those accounts as well. So just triple the funnel and basically do a lot of algorithmic shoulder rubbing in order to make sure that things go smoothly on the post. That, in addition to me being live, will be pretty much all that it takes to boost the signal
Most exciting crypto conference of the
on
new
something
year
like
is
this. So that's my alpha on how to make a post on TikTok that doesn't suck. For those of you guys who paid attention, that's like real alpha. This is something I've dialed in over literally hundreds of videos, tens of thousands of followers, millions of impressions, etc., etc., etc. So that's free game for you guys. I'm not here to gatekeep. Nice. Hell yeah, chat. You already know what the fuck going on. We ran that shit. Run it up a little more. Alright, so that's done. Switch accounts. Watch the video. Shout out to my pudgy penguins. We keep it P, and the P is pudgy. Shout out to Orangey. Man, Orangey, come on, bro. Orangey. Let me just say a little something about Orangey, okay? If you're gonna be flexing a watch, bro, make sure that shit fits, man. You can't be flexing a watch and have that shit falling down your fucking wrist, bro. Look at that shit. His whole watch just fell down, man. Come on, bro. If you're gonna have the nice watch, please make sure that shit fits, bro. You gotta tighten it or what? Motherfucker just moved his whole arm. His watch went, shoo. It's not an elevator, bro. It's a timepiece. Full respect to Orangey. I love bro, but bro, tighten your fucking watch. Hey, it's a good sign, right? He's losing weight. He's been hitting the gym. I got nothing but respect. That shit was too funny, bro. His watch went. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. This is a banger right here. This is a good TikTok I made. So I just like, comment, repost, save, add to story on one account. Now I switch over, like, comment, repost, save, add to story on the other account. And then once I do that, we will be pretty much good to go. I will start this stream for real. This is just a little window, and this is something I have to do every day, right? Because TikTok rewards consistency and it punishes inconsistency. So I have to make a post of this caliber pretty much every day. Honestly, after a couple conversations I've had, a couple business meetings I've had this week, I think I'm going to have to scale it up. I think I'm going to have to actually post multiple times a day and try to aim for over a minute long videos. If I can dial it into the point where I'm pushing, 4 or 5 minute long plus videos every single day, I think that's ultimately what it's going to take to really break the mold and start going like viral. So I'm still not dialed it in on the consistency element. I'm super consistent on streaming, obviously, but on the posting, I think I can use some improvement. That's going to be one of my goals going in Q1 of this year. I'm going to just run to the bathroom real quick, and then we'll start the stream. Let's lock the fuck in. Let's lock the fuck in. Let's actually run it. Let's actually run it. Let's lock the fuck in. All right. Time to fucking go live. Time to go live. For real, for real. Let's fucking go is all I can say. Let's fucking go. Plug my shit in. Tap in over here. Shout out to all my Malaysians, for real. I love Malaysia. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Brr, brr, brr. Time to hit the ground running. Time to let everybody know this is a Crypto Rap exclusive. Gonna copy all this and bada bing, bada boom. Let's make it boom. Okay, nice. Hello, hello. It's good to see you guys. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and I'm your host, YNOT. I'm the greatest crypto rapper of all time, and we are locked in the trenches right now. Another day, another dollar, so they say. It's an absolute pleasure to have you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to the TikTok Live. We're talking all things cryptocurrency, all things blockchain technology. That's from decentralized finance to cryptographic encryption. We're talking about decentralized physical infrastructure networks. We're talking about Bitcoin. We're talking about altcoins. We're talking about meme coins and everything in between coins. It's a pleasure to see you guys. Another day, another dollar, so they say. It's a marathon, not a race. And this is slow and steady, the way we like it. Good to see you guys. Welcome. Let's get the energy up in the chat. Make sure you guys tapping that screen, dropping some comments, showing some love. Put a gift in if you're feeling it. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. We are absolutely locked in right now, pedal to the metal, and we are pushing it harder than ever. I'm just sending these links around, and now, without further ado, let's start the program. What's up, everybody? Good to see y'all. Ant, what's good? Ethereal, what's good? New layout today? Oh, not really, is it? It seems kind of the same layout to me, but I feel you, I guess. Yo. Good to see you. Hey, Snoopy, what's good? Snoop Doggy Dog. Hey. Let's tap in over here. Is my stream orientation working? Yeah, it looks pretty good, right? Yo. It's good to see you. Looks different on TikTok right now. What are you talking about, bro? I'm looking at it too, bro. It looks the same to me. Chat, is it different or it's the same? I'm a little confused. Oh, wait, give me a second. I gotta dial this in a little bit. That looks good. We'll take this a step down. That looks good. Bet. Okay, and actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I got a brand new something router. Our fucking legendary co-founder at Entropy, who is an absolute wizard of media, has created a pretty sick little rotating banner for me that I'm gonna plug into the stream right now. So just give me a second to get that up. What's up, everybody? Let's get the energy up. Where are we at, chat? Where are we at, chat? I want to see some love. I want to see. Come on, where are we at? Come on. Let's run this up. Let's run this up. I guess I'll rotate my camera down a little bit. You guys can see me a little bit better that way, maybe. Feel like I should throw a hat on. Maybe I'll do the Digital Spenders Club hat today is kind of what I'm feeling. I'm actually wearing my Digital Spenders Club X Entropy shirt. And although it looks like a plain black shirt, you might be able to tell it actually does say nothing on it. It says nothing on it. And that's what I do every day, chat. I do nothing. What is Entropy? I'm glad you asked. I'm a co-founder at Entropy. Entropy is a decentralized physical infrastructure network project on Solana. It's actually the only Solana meme coin that you can mine with physical hardware. This thing right here is our mining rig. It's called the Entropy Ashlar. It's a bit of a collectible, a bit of a enthusiast item, and then it's also just yields you passive income in the form of Entropy tokens. LB says rap looks younger every day. You know what's funny, LB? Today I'm announcing a partnership a little bit later. Quickly, BU Agents SDK. Let's look. BU Agents SDK. Okay, right here, 500,000. Brand new coin. This thing is absolutely exploding right now. Wow, that is crazy. Just a few short minutes old. Already $500,000 market cap. We are getting a little bit of an AI bull run right now. There's been a lot of AI coins that have been going absolutely parabolic, so that's pretty dope. As I was saying, yeah, decentralized physical infrastructure networks. Oh, I look younger every day. Thank you. So I actually am partnering with an app that's dedicated to, believe it or not, looks maxing. I partnered with an app for looks maxing. So if you think I'm looking handsome, if you think I'm looking better every day, it's because I now have a partner that is a fucking looks maxing company. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that later. It's a good friend of mine who co-founded it, so that's why I decided to do it. Obviously, it has nothing to do with cryptocurrency, but I just thought it was really hilarious that he reached out to me with this. Looks maxing is obviously like a big deal in the world right now. So yeah, we'll talk a little bit about that later, but check that out. Check out my new little badge right there. We got the Entropy and the YNOT. You see that? Jem says first call it a day, an 11.5x. Wow. Let's get a W in the chat for Jem, who just hit an 11.5x on that. That is not bad at all. That is actually pretty stellar. Well done. Where's our W's? Let's get W Jem in the chat. I'm gonna need W Gem in the chat. Yeah, it's good to see you guys. Now, isn't this nifty? Oh, sorry. Isn't this nifty? My new YNOT Entropy. You see YNOT Entropy? It kind of rotates. Yeah, isn't that cool? The spinning YNOT logo into the Entropy logo. Not bad at all. Joseph says, more vaporware? Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. So this thing right here, the Entropy Ashlar, this is our mining rig. We don't pretend to be anything we're not, bro. As you can see right here, it says on the box, it's nothing. It's nothing. We're not here to give you any false promises. We're not here to lie to your face. We're actually very upfront and honest about what we do. We do nothing. It's why my shirt says nothing. That's what it's all about, bro. It's tongue-in-cheek. It's satirical. We understand. It's kind of a satirization of the broader industry. It's a little bit of an insider joke in that sense. It's a culture play, and culture ultimately is nothing. Culture is vaporware if you're looking at it from a quantitative perspective, if you're looking at it from a materialist perspective. But we all know, especially in meme coins, culture is not nothing. Culture is everything. And culture is what got Bitcoin adopted. Culture is what moved crypto as an industry forward. All of that is what it's about. There's no need to fool ourselves, right? A lot of these projects, especially projects like this, these like AI projects, these are a bunch of bullshit. It's just a bunch of like, oh, we reskinned Claude, we reskinned ChatGPT, and now we're going to make a multi-million-dollar project on it. That's the real nothing. That's the real vaporware. And this shit's been all over the market recently. People pretending that they're building something of value when in reality it's just a bunch of nonsense, right? Holy fucking moly. Are you guys seeing this? This is the crypto rap effect. This is the crypto rap effect. Yeah. I understand that that's what you were talking about, Joseph. I'm just trying to draw that dichotomy. Honesty and dishonesty is ultimately the biggest challenge that we face in the crypto industry. Honesty versus dishonesty. It's the great spiritual war of our industry. But you see right here, this thing recently topped out at 1.5 million. We were just looking at this at 500K. This is the crypto rap effect. Every time I pull a coin up on my stream, it goes absolutely parabolic. I actually can't believe it. It's crazy. Got my Denver mug today. Shout out to ETH Denver. I'm gonna be pulling up to ETH Denver soon. Background too bright. Make it a little darker, please. All right. Well, your name is Lucifer, bro, so I understand why you're looking for darkness on my stream, but the power of Christ compels you, bro, and in Jesus' name I rebuke thee, bro. And I'm pulling your leg. Let me turn down the exposure real quick. It's a little better there, huh? Middle of the road. That's got to be fine. All right, bet. Nice. Is that better, guys? Or is that too dark? Is this too dark or is this fine? I could turn it up another half step if you guys want. Crypto Money says, why are there less Pump Fun coins? Let's go take a look. Are there? I think you're wrong about that, bro. There's actually more. For example, yesterday there was 47,000 coins created. Today it's 48,000. So 1,000 more coins in the market. Yesterday there was 250 migrations. Today there's 350 migrations on Pump Fun. That's 100 more migrated coins. I don't know what you're talking about. There's definitely more Pump Fun coins today than there were yesterday. Hey, good to see you, Christ Energy. Look at that. We got Lucifer in the chat and we got Christ Energy in the chat. Everyone can agree that I got the best program in crypto. Doesn't matter what side you're on. Everybody can agree that this shit is worth watching. We got the devil and we got Jesus pulled up in the chat. I couldn't ask for a better deal, right? Yo, look at this. This thing is just falling out. We're in crypto purgatory right now. Look at this. Just as quickly as this thing wicked up, it is now collapsed all the way back down to 490. You're seeing a great tug of war with a ton of volume on this chart. This thing is pushing up like crazy, shoving down like crazy. Holy fuck. Mama manipulation. Look at that shit. Oh my goodness. That's a real tug of war and it's still shoving downwards. Whoever wants to sell this is milking the chart super hard right now. They are milking this shit like cows' udders, chat. Look at that. Look at that. Jem is typing in the chat who it is. Look, I won't point fingers, Jem. I won't point fingers. But I think we all know who it is. I ain't trying to poke any hornet's nests, you feel me? But yeah. The fingerprints are all over the chart. Yeah, I believe you me. I believe you. Should you buy? I mean, this might be a decent time to enter. I mean, it's the lowest price that the chart's seen, but this thing actually literally rug pulled. Like, this thing actually literally rug pulled, right? 150K, or sorry, 1.5 mil at the top. It literally just went down to 80,000 market cap. That is a 95% retrace in less than 5 minutes. If your coin goes down 95% in 5 minutes, that's a rug pull. That's a rug pull. Trap said, Benny Euro said, when you gonna get your racks up? Trap, every day you come to my stream and you try to stoke some beef between me and Benny Euro. Me and Benny Euro, we both got racks, bro. We wouldn't even band for band against each other, bro. We would band for band against you. You want to talk about racks? You got to get your racks up, bro. Coming into my chat every day with the funny business, bro. Get your money up, not your funny up, bro. Come on, man. Hey, welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you guys. We're locked in the trenches. This is not alone. Not alone. You zoom out on this, it's ranging upwards pretty well. Trap, I got a question for Benny Euro, bro. Ask him if he's gonna pull up to Malaysia at the end of the month. I'm gonna tap in with him, bro. I'm gonna fuck with him. He's gotta hit the conference circuit a little bit more, bro. I wanna see him. I wanna see him out at events. Like he's a real personality in the industry. I wanna see him rise to that occasion, to be that founder. You feel me? Hey, good to see you, Robert. Aura says, why did this one guy message me saying you rugged? Who was it? He probably just messaged an impersonator and then rugged himself. Yo, good to see you guys. This thing's at $2.7 million market cap. Crazy volume on this right now. 100+ viewers in the chat right now. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I really appreciate you guys. I got some exciting news to announce at the end of the month. Starting January 31st, I believe, the Cat Lumpur conference is happening in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It's being hosted by Jupiter, a multi-billion-dollar protocol, one of the most successful protocols in the entire industry. I'm going to be out there on the ground in Malaysia. I'm excited to announce, I officially heard back this morning that I'm going to be tapped in They're hooking it up for me. They're rolling out the red carpet. So I'm gonna be in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at the end of the month. I'm gonna be live streaming there. I'm gonna be showing you guys some content. I'm gonna be showcasing what's going on at the event. It's my second international conference that I've done in 1 month. Second international conference I've done in 1 month. It's gonna be fucking epic. It's gonna be fucking epic. Big Kahuna says Yabai. Let's go pull up Yabai. Speaking of Kuala Lumpur, 300,000 market cap. It has gone up 100K since the stream yesterday. Yo, that's not bad actually. We hit a local top right now. This is a make or break moment right now. Can we defy the trends? Can we break out upwards? Will this continue to range? We've got further conversations to have with the Yabai team, but that's so far so good on the price action. Yo, it's good to see you guys. What's the play today? There's a lot of coins mooning right now. I'm not going to lie. The markets are awake. The markets are awake. There have been some absolute runners. I'm talking multi-million market cap. Look at this coin, for example. This is 2 hours old, but they're pushing $3 million market cap. A month ago, this would not have been possible. 2 months ago, this would have been unheard of. But now there are some serious projects that are moving like crazy. Let's go look. Let's go look at the macro for a bit. So we've got 3.32 trillion total crypto market cap. We're up about 40 billion in the market today. 100 billion in 24-hour trading volume. It's actually collapsing. The reason why is we're going into the weekend, and weekends are historically the worst time to trade. Weekends are historically the lowest volume, the thinnest margins. Liquidity is stagnant. Volume is slowing down. So just across the board, it's kind of difficult to make it happen on the weekends. But we're going to make it happen on the weekends. What the fuck's going on with my stream? Why is it so jumpy right now? It's just like lagging and shit. I'm curious. Let me stop that download stream. I'm gonna chop that. I'm gonna plug this. That should be good. Okay. I'm gonna turn this down. Okay. Sorry, just trying to juggle some bandwidth really quick because apparently my stream is kind of struggling a little bit. I think it's a little better now, but honestly not really. It's kind of a shame. I might be hitting a wall with my technical specifications. I might have to do something to really dial it in. Yo. Okay, bet. Let's push it. Yeah, high computer load detected. Okay, bet. I'm getting like a warning from my PC. Something's really shoving my CPU to the max. Huh. I'm gonna have to end some programs. I'm gonna have to end this. Gonna have to end this. Okay. Guess I'm gonna have to end this. Okay. Man, I need a new PC, honestly. I need a new PC. Next level aura. I'm really curious, bro. What was the person saying to you that said I was rug pulling? I'm really curious. You know, I only have my name attached to 2 projects. One is YNOT, and that released 9 months ago, and I've been streaming every single day on the coin since then. So obviously that coin is still supported. And then also Entropy. Entropy is a project I've got my name attached to, also 9 months old, also been working on it for months. Pretty much none of these are rug pulls. They're both actively in development. I'm still showing up every single day. I'm not a serial deployer. I'm not a launcher. I never tell you guys to buy anything. I never sell you guys anything. I have zero hand in making coins. Like, it's just not what I do. I'm way too busy. You guys literally see me for fucking 6 hours a day on this stream in front of you guys. If I was launching coins, you would know about it, right? Like, you'd be seeing it, and I'd be trying to run him up and etc, etc. You said his name was Joseph Calls. It sounds like he's really just jealous, honestly. It sounds like he's really just jealous. There's a lot of people that are very jealous of what we got going on here because they can't register that this is a wholesome, organic, educational stream. And their mind is so short-sighted. They are only focused on that short-term gratification. They only want a quick buck. They only want to rug you guys. They only want to turn you into exit liquidity. They only want copy traders, etc, etc, etc. Those people really don't get what's happening here. They really have a hard time understanding that I've already made it, that I don't need to rob you guys, that this is an educational stream that's meant to grow the pie. That guy's probably been in crypto less than 2 years. Honestly, he's probably been in crypto less than a year. I've been in crypto 10 years. You have to understand how different the time horizons are here. You have to understand how different my perspective is on the market from someone like him. He's only been here for one cycle. He's never seen a true bull run. He's never seen a true bear run. He's just trying to scrap around in this crab market that we've had for the past 2 years. What we've got going on here is very different. What we've got going on here is very different. So I don't pay any mind to that stuff, but obviously if someone has like a valid complaint or something, I'm not going to like avoid it. I would gladly confront it head on because I've got nothing to hide from you guys. You guys see me every day. I stream every day. I've been in the game for 3 years of streaming now. There's a reason why I've lasted longer than everyone else. The reason why I've lasted longer than everyone else, and this is true for anyone that you go and ask, is because I'm not scummy. I'm not scammy. I'm not here to rob you guys. If I do something, it's pedal to the metal, till the end of time, fully committed. I have zero interest at all in making any new projects. I have zero interest at all in launching any new coins. It's not my thing. All I'm trying to do is build this community, grow the pie, educate and onboard the next generation of investors. At the end of the day, that is all I'm up to. And I'm so busy with that shit. You can ask Jem. We were on a fucking call for like an hour and a half yesterday talking to a dev of a successful project. Like, when I'm not here on the live stream, I'm making business moves elsewhere. Like when I'm not on the live stream, I'm doing things to grow the pie, to improve the program, to try and connect with other big names in the industry. Like, I'm not fucking around. Like, I'm doing everything. Yeah. Even though I got kicked from the Discord or banned, respect. Shout out to JoJo. I love you, bro. I still fuck with you, bro. You know, I ain't did that out of spite, right? You understand, I had to do it because I had to do it, right? Rusty says, Mr. Beast said his commercial for the Super Bowl could make us millionaires. Could it be a meme coin? That would be really interesting. If Mr. Beast, by the way, Mr. Beast does dabble in crypto. For example, Chill Guy. Chill Guy is a project that you guys are very familiar with. It was one of the biggest retail successes in the market. Mr. Beast held Chill Guy. A lot of people don't know this. A lot of people, it's off the books. But if you do the wallet tracking, if you connect holdership, Mr. Beast held a significant percentage of Chill Guy. It's part of the reason why he was so bullish on Chill Guy as a narrative. I don't know if you guys remember, but he made a tweet that said that Chill Guy is the most, like the biggest and best, like the best meme we've ever seen in our life or something like that. Why would he be so bullish on a random arbitrary meme? It's because he held like 5% of that coin when it was like $300 million market cap. So Mr. Beast does dabble. He does engage in crypto. He does it off the books. He obviously doesn't do it publicly. But if he were to go public with it, that would be a really interesting development for the industry. Beast coin would be crazy. A Beast coin would be crazy. Damn, Aura, that's crazy. You know, I don't even want to beef with that guy, bro. I don't even want to beef with that guy. I think if you guys watch my program enough, then you know my opinions on him. But I'm gonna level with you. Like, he's got what's coming to him. Like, I'm personally not doing anything, but I've heard voices around the industry. People are like luring up against him, bro. So he's got some trouble coming. Yo, welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you guys. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and I'm your host, YNOT. I'm the greatest crypto rapper of all time, and we're locked in the trenches right now. Another day, another dollar, and we're pushing through the market. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Entropy to the moon. That's what I'm saying, bro. Loyalty over love. You know what's cool? We're doing pretty well over there. Our chart looks pretty good. Shout out to Entropy, bro. I just had a couple calls today. With the co-founders at Entropy. We're always pushing forward, full steam ahead. We're always trying to innovate, always trying to push the envelope. Actually, today we had a crazy conversation about a new direction that we might be taking with the project. We're going to create a cultural artifact that has never existed before on Solana that involves a lot of the biggest names in the industry. And if we can pull this off, it's going to change crypto culture forever. It's going to be really fucking cool. So we laid the groundwork for that today. We're going to try and move forward with that as fast of a pace as we can. But you guys, there might be some major developments in that respect coming pretty soon. And it involves my program. It involves live streaming. It involves actually crypto rap. It involves like me going back into the booth for the first time in over a year. More on that will follow. More on that will follow. It's good to see you guys. Look at this, 3.6 million. This is crazy. This thing bottomed out at 1.8 and is topping out like crazy. This guy says, most people are just rug pullers. I've seen you multiple times and I honestly don't think you are. Do you sell anything? No, not really. Like, I don't trade on my stream. I don't make coins. I don't tell you guys to buy anything. I never sell you guys anything. If I'm ever talking about a project, I'm doing it in a way that's honest, that's objective. I'm keeping it real with you guys. I'm talking about the positive elements and I'm talking about the negative elements. And ultimately, I always encourage you guys to do your own research. That's why it's attached to my chair on every single stream. He says, I didn't think so, because anytime I've seen you live, you've just been viewing a coin and talking. Precisely. That is exactly what this program is about. I'm increasing your guys' exposure to the market. I'm answering your guys' questions. I'm educating and onboarding the next generation of investors. What this stream is not is you guys copy trading me. It's not you copy trading me. This stream is not me rugging you guys. This stream is not you guys turning into my exit liquidity. None of that. It's really just me trying to onboard the next generation. If you guys ever have any questions, I'll go out of my way to answer. I don't care how newbie they are. I don't care how simple they are. I'm just here to keep it real with you guys and grow the pie, right? That's like, a lot of people don't understand this because they're all short-term thinkers. They're all trying to get a quick buck. But crypto is not about a quick buck. I'm truly of the mind that this is the most revolutionary financial technology on the planet, that we can change the world forever by stewarding success in this industry. If I can grow the pie, that means inviting you guys to share in the same success that I have. That means teaching you guys the ropes, making you dynamic, independent thinkers, decentralizing thought, decentralizing opportunity, decentralizing financial freedom. Ultimately, that's my goal, because that's what's going to make this industry grow, and that's going to turn you guys into champions. It's going to turn you guys into leaders, and it's going to turn you guys into people that actually fucking make it. Gem, I got GRU pulled up right now. This thing looks absolutely crazy. Another Bags coin. Bags coin is having quite a bit of a renaissance right now. There's been a lot of successful Bags coins. This shit is literally grew, like Despicable Me grew, which is kind of hilarious. So far, so great. Do I think Thick Coin will make a comeback? Yeah, maybe. Thick Coin. Well, so to understand Thick Coin, you're gonna have to look at Buck Coin. Gem, what's the alpha on Grew? Like, what do you understand anything like this? Rusty says, I was drained for 60 bucks on my Axiom account. Don't know how. There's a lot of different ways it could have happened. For example, if you're saving your private keys digitally or your login information digitally, somebody could have compromised your system, read that information, and then took it from you. If you've ever recently downloaded any Google Chrome extensions, Google Chrome extensions can cross-read the information and they'll be able to compromise you that way. If you ever signed a malicious transaction, maybe you went to a website that you didn't necessarily know the origin of, maybe you went to an accident website, whatever happens, I was just telling Jem the other day, one time I went to Axion, with an N instead of an M, Axion.trade. I went to log in. It was exactly the same interface. I went to connect my Phantom wallet, and then I got a warning. It was like, warning, are you sure this is the right website? So I double checked and I was like, huh? And I realized that I had accidentally clicked and made a typo and almost connected my wallet to the typo website. Would have totally drained everything I have. So it could have been something like that. There's a lot of different attack vectors that people can get you at. The social engineering, the technological engineering for scammers, for predators in this industry is highly advanced. So you always have to operate with the utmost of operational security. So it's an IRL business owner who sold multiple crypto projects. That's pretty dope. Maybe it was your paper trading extensions. It definitely was your paper trading extensions, bro. It definitely was your paper trading extensions. Extensions are one of the largest attack vectors in crypto. Never download a Google extension. Never download a Google extension. It's the easiest way to drain you guys. The easiest way to skim your information. The easiest way to scam you guys. Never do it. People are going to promise you all kinds of things. Oh, this extension is a new layer for Axiom that gives you better information. Oh, this is AI-powered trading utility. You can get information, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this is a paper trading tool. You can use it to blah, blah, blah. Hell nah. Hell nah. Only ever have one extension on your shit, and that's the extension of your wallet. Period. Only ever have one extension on your shit, and that's the extension of your wallet. Phantom, Soulflare, whatever it is, that's it. Nothing else on the top. Anything else is malicious, right? If you want to paper trade, down in the chat, in the group that's pinned down there, it's totally free to join, always will be free to join. There's a paper trading channel and a paper trading Discord bot that you can use to actively paper trade. There is zero wallet connection, zero personal information read. Everything happens in a chat window. There's zero attack vector. You can use that paper trading tool and practice and learn and etc. Totally safe, totally risk-free in the educational channel of that Discord down there. So I highly recommend that you use that. I highly recommend that you use that. If you want to do paper trading, and paper trading is a great way to learn, that's probably the spot that you want to do it. No Kizzy K, you feel me? So Pickle Rick right here, this is one that the chat has been really excited about today. Our resident bot, Hal, actually reacted like a drooling emoji or like a hard eye emoji when you guys said Pickle Rick. I don't know what he meant by that. It was a little bit sus, honestly. But this chart is wicked up like crazy, so maybe he knew something we didn't. Thing topped out at $1 million market cap. This coin is 1 hour old. I'm Pickle Rick! Pickle Rick! I'm Pickle Rick! When did y'all have it in the chat? I'm curious. I'm gonna have to pull this up because I bet you had it early. Ya says, by the way, I love your Discord, bro. Thank you, man. You know, it's taken literally 3 years to build it, or actually more now. The Discord initially launched in 2022, and literally for the past 3+ years, through only organic growth, only real people joining through this chat on my stream, we've grown it to over 10,000 people. Over 10,000 people in 3 years. It is now, without a doubt, the best free community in all of crypto. I'm not gonna lie, it's the best community in crypto, period. It's totally free to join, always will be free to join. And it's certainly worth participating in. I'm really excited, guys, because tomorrow morning, my good friend Rico, the dev of Chill House, one of the most successful meme coins in Solana history, one of the most recognizable IPs in crypto history, the dev of Chill House is pulling up to my crib tomorrow. He's a close personal friend of mine. I stayed with him in Vegas. I stayed with him in Abu Dhabi. We've been to New York together. We've been chilling, taking over the world. He's pulling up to my house tomorrow morning, and we're going to kick it all weekend long. I'm going to try and get him on the stream to talk to you guys for a little bit. He's an industry legend. I mean, Chill House has gone to $30 billion. $30 billion, and it's been running up like crazy. Cal Limo says, over 15,000 viewers yesterday on your live video. Wait, on which one? That's pretty crazy. 15,000 viewers is a great number. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, I said it on the stream a little bit earlier, but I honestly get more viewers than Thread Guy. I might catch some flack for saying that. Again, it's not a competition. I appreciate what he does for the industry and to grow the pie, but he's technically the most popular streamer in crypto. He's technically, everyone recognizes him as the face of crypto streaming. I get more viewers. If you crunch the numbers and you're looking at the TikTok numbers, I get more viewers. And that's, again, not a competition. I appreciate what he does, and we both have very different lanes, but I'm excited for the industry to catch up to the fact that people really enjoy my program, that I do really have the best program in crypto. And that's kind of my mission for this year as well. So my main mission is to scale up to onboard and educate 1 million new people and introduce them to crypto in 2026. One of the ways we're going to do that is to continue to improve the program, improve this live that you guys are watching. Every single day I'm trying to think and coalition build and innovate and try and do it a little bit better than the last. By the end of the year, we're going to have so many people tapped in. It's going to be crazy. You guys are the early adopters, and I really appreciate you guys for being as enthusiastic as you are, because without having the best audience in crypto, this wouldn't be the best program in crypto. So thank you guys for comments, for likes, for gifts, for everything that you do to support the program. Every time you share the stream, it goes a long way. Ya said, you know what's crazy? I saw the group in 2024. I thought it was a scam group. Totally wrong. Yeah. I'm glad you came around, bro. I mean, that's the mission too, right? I'm more consistent than anybody else, right? You've seen probably a lot of people come and go, especially since you've been in the game since 2024. I'm the only one that's still kicking. I'm the only one that's been consistently streaming on TikTok for the past 3 years. I've been in the game for so long now. And that's always been my strength. My strength has always been the longevity. My strength has always been the slow game. My strength has always been that I'm going to show up earlier than anyone and I'm going to leave later than anyone. That is the Kobe Bryant mentality, right? How is Kobe the best basketball player of all time? He showed up to the gym before anyone else and he left after everyone else. He always put in more hours, and that consistency is ultimately what made him a champion. That's what it takes to be the best. To be the best, you got to show up every single fucking day, and you got to give it your all. That's through sacrifice. That's through, opportunity cost. Like if I wanted to, I could be making so much money right now, just hitting the trenches, milking you guys, etc., etc. That is not my vision. My vision is much larger than that. My vision is to onboard millions. My vision is to become the biggest platform to educate new people. And that's the goal. That's my end game, and I'm going to keep pushing until we reach that goal. Slim says, I haven't looked into your group or meme coins or crypto. I just love your energy for now. Love you, bro. Definitely join the group, bro. Definitely join the group. Thomas says, I disagree with you on basketball. Who you like? You like Michael Jordan or you like LeBron, bro? Because if you talk about anyone outside of that, I don't know what to tell you. Look, I'm from LA, right? I'm from LA, so I gotta give credit where credit's due, right? Like, obviously, Kobe's gonna be my champion. Yeah, Jordan's dope and all, bro, but fuck Chicago, bro. Fuck Chicago. If you from Chicago, you from the Midwest, you a bitch. Los Angeles up front, West Coast, West Side, you already know what the fuck going on. Put Kobe and Michael Jordan on the court, I swear to God almighty, Jordan's getting smoked. Smoked! Waylentine says, come to Norway. You will forget about sports. Waylentine, I've been out there a couple times, bro. I've been out there, and actually I'm planning to go there later this year. I think I'm going to be out there around Breakpoint, Solana Breakpoint. So, yeah, I'm going to see you out there, bro. Pull up. Where are you? Are you in Bergen? You in Oslo? Go to Bergen? Are you from Bergen? I love Bergen. And speaking of Waylentine, I've eaten whale in Bergen. I've eaten whale in Bergen. I know that's one of the last places on the planet where you can do that shit. And chat, for those of you guys who are curious, whale basically tastes like a steak, like a beef steak, if you cooked it in brine, like if you cooked it in salt water. Tycho says poor whales. I agree with you, bro, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, whales are very intelligent. So are pigs. So are cows. So is everything else that we eat. And you know, Norway, they're supposed to be like sustainable about it or whatever. It's a cultural tradition, right? And I'm not gonna lie, one whale makes a lot of steak. So if I just had one steak, like low key, the whale could have been alive. Like I could have just sliced a little bit off the side and I would have been able to eat that shit and the whale would have been good. It would have been the equivalent of having like a scab on your arm or something. Good to see you, villain. I got IG? Nah, I ain't got IG. I'm not here to flex. Like it is fucked up. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to like eat whale all the time, obviously, but it was kind of like a once in a lifetime thing. You feel me? It was like a when in Rome. When in Bergen, you got to try the whale steak. You feel me? They got a fish market out there that's hella nice. They got all these old buildings and shit. They got these nice mountains and shit. It was a good city. I was only there for a little bit doing my touristy thing and shit. But yeah. Look, this is Waylentine right here. We got Waylentine in the chat. I said it before on a stream. The Waylentine community's been really enthusiastic about rating me, so that's why I'm kind of giving them a little bit of credit. I'm typically very bearish on holiday narratives. I don't like holiday coins because pretty much every holiday coin has a doomsday clock on it where when the Valentine's Day passes, this thing is definitely going to go to zero. But until then, they have a little bit of an opportunity to run it up. And I do prefer Waylentine to Risentine. Like, if I have to choose my evil in terms of Valentine's related holiday coins, I think the Waylentine narrative is better than the Risentine narrative. So I appreciate what you guys are doing. The chart looks pretty decent. The community's putting work in. You guys you're on the clock, right? Valentine's Day is less than a month away. So if you're gonna run this up, you gotta run it up and be honest with people, right? That's the best thing that you could do. I fuck with y'all. Yeah. I'm not here to like I'm not here to talk down on y'all. I actually appreciate your enthusiasm, and the more that you guys show up, the more that you guys are present, the better you guys do as a community coordinating this engagement, the better it looks, right? The better it goes. So I appreciate that. Mr. Gill says, if you are interested, first check my profit performance upload in my story, then you message me. Oh, Mr. Gill, that's so funny. On my story, I have a video of me absolutely blowing your mother's back out, bro. Everybody go tap into my story, and if you like my performance, then I'll go and do it again tonight. Yeah, welcome to the stream, everybody. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and I'm locked in the trenches right now. Another day, another dollar. And we're pushing it. We're pushing it like crazy. I just pinned in the chat. That's the Discord link right there. It's totally free to join. Always will be free to join. We're taking a look around the market, trying to find the hottest and freshest plays. There's got to be a banger out here somewhere. Man, I can't stand scammers, bro. I can't stand predators in this industry, bro. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again today. I don't give a fuck what country you're from. I don't give a fuck if your weekly wage is $2, period. You should not scam people. Karma is real. It's not an excuse for you to be a global scumbag, right? You have real opportunity in crypto, and I mean real opportunity. I mean a chance to do it right. I mean a chance to be successful, more successful than ever. You are limiting yourself by being a thief. By being a thief, your ceiling is here, your threat level is here. By being a genuine, authentic presence in the space, your ceiling is here, your threat level is here. There's no reason to be a thief, a cheat, a liar, a scammer, a rugger, any of that shit. If you guys are doing that, it's because you're actually literally stupid. Like your brain can't fathom. You literally haven't developed your cortex enough to understand delayed gratification. I don't know if you guys know the experiment of the children with the marshmallows, right? You get a room full of children, you sit them down, and you give all of them one marshmallow on a plate in front of them. You tell them, if you do not eat the marshmallow, when I come back, I will give you a second marshmallow, and you can have both of them. Most of the kids just eat the one marshmallow, and they miss the two marshmallows. The smartest kids sit and they wait and they're patient, and they get the two marshmallows. The same is true in crypto. The same is true in the market. If you are short-sighted, if you are looking for instant gratification, if you are trying to get it by any means, you're only going to get one marshmallow. It's the people who are consistent, who are persistent, who show up over long time frames, the people who have long-term vision, the people who are willing to hold. After all, time in the market beats timing the market. Those are the people who get to eat two marshmallows. Be the person that gets two marshmallows, chat. Don't be the person that settles for one. This coin right here, locked, is pretty crazy. It's waking up like crazy. Topped out at 360K. A lot of motion on this, insane volume. As you can see from the candle, it's waking up like nobody's business. Is staking Solana good? Yeah, absolutely. Do you like passive income of relatively solid single-digit percentages every year? I mean, that makes sense to me, right? Like, if you got a large sum of money, like I always show my good friend Miguel. He runs stake.net. That's stake like the food. Stake.net is a Solana staking platform. You're receiving, I think, 6-7% APY. Look how much Solana he has staked here. 225,923. That's $250,000. Not $250,000. That's $250,000 Solana. That is literally millions of dollars. Tens of millions of dollars. $250,000 Solana staked. At 6% APY, 7% APY, $250,000 Solana, you're making tens of thousands of dollars. You're making maybe even over 100,000 every year. You don't have to work anymore. You're retired. For as long as Solana is a viable ecosystem, for as long as Solana is a decent price, you literally don't have to work. That's the definition of passive income. Crypto staking is one of the most incredible manifestations of blockchain technology that we've seen. It's the slow game. It performs a hell of a lot better than a savings account, right? 509K right here. Things legging up like crazy. Topped out at 600K. A lot of volume on this. We're seeing a lot of charts with this pattern today that are slow cooked for a couple of hours and then they just boom, rip. A lot of charts following this pattern. It's a pretty interesting pattern, pretty bullish pattern if you ask me. I like what I see on these charts, right? It's hard to fade something that's slow and steady at first and then suddenly all at once. Do I recommend Trust Wallet? Hell nah, bro. I don't know if you saw, but literally last month, Trust Wallet was compromised. It was hacked. and people had millions of dollars stolen. Trust Wallet, despite its name, is actually a wallet that you cannot trust. You would be much better off using something else. Man, fuck Trust Wallet, bro. Over $6 million drained in a single day because of a contract weakness with Trust Wallet, bro. Fuck all that shit. When it gets hacked, do people get their money back? So oftentimes no. Oftentimes no. Like if you get hacked on a decentralized exchange, if you get hacked on your own personal wallet, the answer is no. You're never going to get your money back. Now, if you're on a centralized exchange, you have a little bit more of a chance. Like, for example, if you got hacked on Binance or you got hacked on Coinbase, they might be able to help you out. But for this case, for the Trust Wallet hack, they actually were able to help out. Binance literally said, okay, guys, it was only $6 million that was taken, so we'll do our part and we'll make you whole again. And Binance reimbursed everyone that got compromised on that. So there was a claim portal and you were able to submit your proof of hack, and they were actually able to help there. It's exceedingly rare that a decentralized exchange will help you, though. That only happened because of the reputation was at stake, right? You guys keep talking about based, but what do you mean by based? You mean this one? Based Labs? You mean based, like BASEDD, like super based? I'm a little confused. There's a lot of based coins and none of them look particularly bullish. PFF, let's go pull it up. PFF. Oh no, I'm so stupid. You were saying bags, not based. My bad. Bags. Yeah. Okay, my bad. I'm stupid. I don't know why my brain did that. Bags, big ass gorilla sender. We've got big ass gorilla sender. Finally, a narrative with some integrity. Finally, a narrative that people can rally behind. Finally, something happening on chain that's actually worth looking at. This right here is exactly what Satoshi Nakamoto had in mind when he wrote the Bitcoin white paper. He said, I'm going to create the most revolutionary financial technology on the planet so that 20 years from now, somebody can go on Pump Fun and launch a big ass gorilla. That was exactly the vision he had. This is what blockchain's all about. This is what decentralization is all about. If we can't bid a gorilla with a big ass shooting fire out of the ass flying up to the moon, then what was the point, right? This isn't about banks. This isn't about finance. This isn't about governance. This isn't about decentralization. Hell no, this is about big gorilla booty cheeks. That's exactly what Satoshi Nakamoto had in mind. Finally, somebody gets it. Took 20 years. 20 years for it to finally click that this is what we should be doing with blockchain technology. What the fuck is this, chat? Why are you guys bidding this? What the fuck, man? That we got Harambe shooting fire out his ass crack flying up the sky. That is pretty different, honestly. You guys are pretty hilarious. PFF, let's go take a look. PFF, Pump Fun Floki. An older project, but only recently wicking up. You know what's funny? Floki is not exactly a popular narrative on Solana. Obviously on Ethereum, it ran the game. And on Binance, it caught a little bit of bids. But Floki was before Solana's time. I mean, Solana existed at the time. But the landscape of the market and the difference in culture on the ecosystems did not really make for a lot of enthusiasm for Floki. So it's pretty interesting to see this, honestly. And interesting to see this performing well in recent history. I don't think it's performing too well. I think it's a bit of a slow cook and probably too slow for my liking. It's just as likely that it'll go down as it goes up from this point. But I am intrigued to see a kind of recreation and re-inspiration, revisiting of Floki as a narrative on Solana. You're hilarious, bro. Thanks, Surf. I appreciate that. Yeah, my girlfriend was actually telling me yesterday, this was pretty funny. She was like, you know, your stream is really entertaining. Like, I don't give a fuck about crypto. Like, I really don't care. And she doesn't. She really doesn't understand it. She really doesn't care, etc., etc. But she said, when I listen, obviously, to your stream a lot because I'm in the next room, or sometimes she actually tunes in. And she was like, you're kind of like a stand-up comedian whose topic happens to be crypto, right? Like stand-up comedians, you know, you could find like you know, like George Lopez. What's his topic? I mean, he's talking about like Latino shit, right? Or you're looking at, you know, different stand-up comedians have different niches for what they're covering. I'm kind of like a stand-up comedian for crypto. And honestly, maybe I should do a stand-up comedy set. You know, Entropy, the project that I'm a co-founder of, we actually hosted a stand-up comedy special in New York for NFT NYC. And we had a number of actual, on the circuit, real comedians, because our co-founder is tapped into the comedian space. He's actually the lead editor for Netflix on comedy specials. So whenever Netflix has a comedy special, he's the one that chops it up. So he's connected to every name in the industry. I'm talking about like Eric Andre, Hannibal Buress, Bill Burr, like you name it. Like he's tapped in with everyone. Fucking Dave Chappelle, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we had big names doing a comedy special on behalf of Entropy in New York, and we might have to do a little bit more of that. Maybe I gotta hit the stage. I gotta do my little Kill Tony thing. I'm gonna show up to Kill Tony. Funny, Jem and I were just talking yesterday to somebody who had a plug to Kill Tony, and maybe I'm gonna have to jump up on the stage and do a little crypto stand-up. I think that might be funny. You should do reaction videos of people just showing you random coins, and what, I'm crashing out on them. I'm like, yo, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life, bro. Go fuck yourself. This is an ugly ass coin, whatever, whatever. Any news updates coming for Entropy? Some news? Yeah, we've been hard at work designing the next chapter of the project. So our goal right now is to scale it up to a multi-$100 million market cap. And that takes a significant amount of planning in the war room. So last month was our big like update month. We launched 3 major collaborations. We launched a new product. We sponsored a bunch of events. We did a lot of rubbing shoulders in the ecosystem. And if you look at the Entropy chart, it really reflects that. The Entropy chart has been ranging upwards consistently for the past few weeks. Now we've come back a little bit closer as a team. We've recentered. We have these ideas for a brand new platform that's going to be much bigger than Entropy as it exists right now. It's ultimately our plan to scale up to $1 billion company. And so this takes a little bit of time. I can't say too much about it yet, but I can say that every single conversation we're moving closer to something solid. I'm talking about Entropy. The coolest coin on Solana. So yes, we are working really hard, but I can't say too much about what we're doing yet, because if we do, then people will copy us. W. Rons says, mega scam. W. Rons, you must have the wrong guy, bro. Entropy is literally a 9-month-old project, still in development to this day. If you look at the chart has done nothing but go up for the whole year, bro. I mean, look at this chart. Is this the chart of a scam, bro? If this is the chart of a scam, then you might actually just be verifiably stupid, bro. If this looks like the chart of a scam to you, keep in mind, this was last year on through this year. These are weeks of positive price action. Weeks of positive price action in a project that's 9 months old. That's the opposite of a scam, bro. In fact, we offer real value. This is physical hardware. Do you see this? Physical hardware that you can use to mine the token. We literally have physical products. It's the opposite of a scam. Most people in crypto, they're just going to sell you vaporware. They're just going to sell you nonsense. This right here is a mining rig. It's the only Solana meme coin that you can mine with a mining rig. After 9 months in development, nobody has ever been able to do what we've done. After 9 months in development, we are still the only Solana meme coin that you mine with physical hardware. We're innovative. We're pushing the envelope of what's possible on chain. We're doing things that nobody else has done, and our chart is going up. And we've been doing it over the time horizon of over a year now. You want to call that a scam? It just doesn't make any sense. You're rage baiting and you have zero ground to stand on, bro. You're just being kind of an idiot. And I get it's kind of fun to be an idiot on the internet to try and get a rile out of people, but you realize at the end of the day, you strip it all down, you're still an idiot, bro. It doesn't matter if you think you're pretending or not. You're still dumb as fuck, bro. But yeah. Let's keep pushing. Do I think 2026 will be a proper bull run? Probably. Probably. Rons, you can't even formulate a proper sentence. You have 2 followers and 0 following. I'm just going to block you and save us both the trouble. Go and work on your IQ, bro, because it's bleeding out of your ears right now. Your brain cells are falling out of your nose. Let's keep pushing. Chat, you gonna trust the guy who's been streaming for 3 years with 100 people watching him, or are you gonna trust the guy that literally doesn't even have a single follower? I don't know. Obviously, don't just base your trust on people's follow count, but base your trust on the quality of our information, right? Moon Dream. Here's Moon Dream. 330,000. Another banger coming out of Gem. This thing topped out at 450K. A lot of motion on this. A lot of volume. This is now the 6th or 7th. Shout out to 6-7. This is the 6th or 7th chart that we've seen with this pattern just today. Just today. This is the 6th or 7th chart we've seen with this pattern. That's a slow cook at the start and then ranges upwards like crazy. Shout out to JL. Papa Bull in the chat. Shout out to the XRP Army chat. Let's everybody in the chat right now type I love XRP. Everybody type I love XRP. Right now, I want to see you motherfuckers say I love XRP. That's what I'm talking about. I love XRP. Let's fucking go. It's the XRP Army. It's the XRP Army. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not fuck XRP. Chill out, bro. Chill out. What, no XRP? No, chill, bro, chill. Hey, we love XRP, bro. Hey, without XRP, there would be no coin for your uncle to buy. Without XRP, your grandpa wouldn't be able to understand cryptocurrency. We need XRP. XRP is the chosen one of boomers. Boomers aren't going to understand the meme coin markets, but you better believe they understand XRP. Everyone's got a role to play in this industry. If we want to grow the pie, we got to invite everyone. We got to let the unks have XRP, right? The unks aren't going to buy dog with hat. The unks aren't going to understand Solana. Let's have them XRP, man. XRP. Have you looked at Solanum? It's a potato grown by Grok. Let's go pull it up. Solanum. KS says, OMG, where am I? Is it true there are alternate dimensions? I'm an XRP maxi now, guys. I'm an XRP maxi. I know I'm usually quite bearish on XRP, but right now I'm a maxi. Woodrow Wilson says XRP will be the best rug ever. You know what I feel about XRP? It's a bit of a too big to fail, right? Like there's so much support. It has such a solid floor. It's pretty interesting. They got a billboard in front of the SpaceX office for 7 days. Who did? XRP? Z786 says, you think this year a financial crisis will come? I felt more likely that there would be a serious financial crisis actually at the end of last year. For example, when gold and silver were both trending up so violently in price, usually that's an indicator of an impending financial crisis. I haven't looked at unemployment indicators or other macro indicators of where people are at, but I do think that stratification in wealth is becoming worse. And as stratification in wealth becomes worse, the chances of a global financial crisis become increased. The real challenge, the scary part is, if there is going to be a global financial crisis, countries are going to start clawing for resources in order to insulate themselves from it. And we've actually already seen that happening this year with what's happening in Venezuela, with what's happening in Iran. So it kind of, the indicators are kind of bearish. Like what we're seeing in Greenland right now, there's really kind of a grab happening. It's a resource grab happening. And that's coming from a place of desperation. If everyone was satisfied and happy with what they had, there wouldn't be any need for that. But instead, you're seeing a lot of conflict between superpowers. You're seeing a lot of back and forth in highly contested areas. People are vying for resources. And the reason that is because things aren't looking good. Macroeconomically, things aren't looking good. We are downstream of the largest inflation event in US dollar history, namely COVID and the stimulus checks and all that shit. It's the largest single inflationary year in the entire US history. There has to be consequences for that. The Pied Piper's going to come eventually, And we've been kicking the ball down the road. We've been pretending everything's okay for quite some time. But the truth is, it's really scary. It's really scary that we might be living through probably one of the greatest global financial crises in our lifetimes, period. Like worse than the 2008 financial crisis, worse than the dot-com bubble, worse than et cetera, et cetera. As Z786 says, Europe unemployment is currently at an all-time high, even in Germany. That's really scary. It's really scary, right? These are bad numbers. As Snoopy says, every 100 years. I mean, it might be a 100-year cycle. You put us back to 100 years ago to the year, what are you looking at? You're looking at the Great Depression. We're going into this century's Great Depression. Cryptocurrency represents the most revolutionary financial technology. It represents one of the only true global financial sectors. So cryptocurrency should have a lot of motion, a lot of volatility during this, which means there's going to be a lot of opportunity for you guys to capitalize if there is going to be a global financial crisis. And that's part of the reason why this work is so important. It's part of the reason why we need to educate and onboard the next generation. We need to empower you guys to have financial freedom. This is much bigger than making money. This is the future of humanity is at stake. Hey, good to see you, Diego. Lemmy says, put your knees down. You look zesty. I'll put my knees up, bro. I'll get them up right here so you just look at my knees. I'll do a little dance with them. Does Benny Euro like that, bro? Come on, man. Probably a great reset will come. The signs are there. Yes, but that's not a good thing, right? It's not a good thing. A lot of people are excited because they think, oh, a great reset means that things are going to get better. No. A great reset means that things are going to get way worse before they get better. A great reset means that you guys are going to receive the short end of the stick. We already saw it in COVID. In COVID, more people died than in like every war of the past 40 years combined. In like a 2-year time frame. More people died than every war in the past 40 years. That's terrible. It's terrifying. And nobody talks about the weight of that. Nobody talks about the short end of the stick, right? That literally millions of people were killed in front of all of us. And what? Like what are we supposed to do about that? It's like there's nothing we can do. We can't even talk about it. So yeah, if you guys think a global financial crisis is coming, I'm neither here nor there, but if it comes, you best believe that you are the ones that are going to suffer the most. And that's why it's really important that you got to kind of lock in. But you guys are talking about a bunch of big brain shit. You guys are talking about a bunch of macro shit. This is a meme coin stream. I'm a rapper. I'm not a geopolitical analyst. So let's keep it on topic, okay, guys? Look right here. This is reverse Claude code, topping out at 200K market cap. A ton of volume on this, and this thing is shredding up like crazy. Not Perfect says, update us about the Solana thing in London. Yeah, I don't have any updates. There probably won't be any updates for a long time, but it's happening in London. It's called Solana Breakpoint. You can go and look it up. Solana Breakpoint in London, I think 2025. It's around on the 25th of 2026, November 25th, 2026. So pay attention because it's going to be awesome. I'm certainly going to be out there. And actually before then, I mentioned it earlier on the stream, but maybe you guys, oh my fucking God, Candle. Oh my wick. That's a John Wick. Look at that, chat. The crypto rap effect. That shit just exploded. Wow. Wow. Did XRP just land another bank partnership? I actually saw something like that today. I saw that Brad Garlinghouse had just announced a new collaboration with some kind of financial sector company, blah blah blah. I'm not really sure, but before Breakpoint's going to be in November. At the end of this month, I'm excited to announce that I will be in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I will be attending the Cat Lumpur conference. It's a Jupiter conference. Jupiter is one of the largest protocols on Solana, and they're hosting a conference in Malaysia at the end of the month. So in 2 weeks, literally 2 weeks, exactly 2 weeks from today, I'm going to be on a plane to Malaysia. I'm going to be in Malaysia. I'm going to still be doing the live stream. I'm going to try and do kind of what I did in Abu Dhabi, where we have a stream set up where multiple people can come along and we can get some industry insight from a lot of the big names over there at Jupiter. I'm going to try and go live from the ground. I'm going to try and make some content, show you a little bit about the conference. I'm really excited about this. Z786 says, have you got tips to get out of the trenches in a short time? Lock in, lil bro. Lock in, lil bro. That's the only tip. You have to show up literally every day. You have to take this more seriously than you take your job. You have to take this more seriously than you took school, right? Because your job, your school, is not going to get you rich. The only thing that's going to get you rich is, I mean, it's not the only thing, but for many of you, pretty much the best shot you have is this. So lock in, lil bro. That's not real advice, but the truth is there's going to be no there's no secret sauce. There's no like, oh, follow this strategy and you'll get rich quick. Getting rich quick in this industry is easy in the sense that it's possible, but it's very hard in the sense that you have to know what you're doing. But yeah, start with the Discord is definitely the best thing. So what about Solanum? I don't think it's a good coin. I don't think it's a good coin. Solanum is not a good coin. It's a derivative of Solarium, bro. I can't be fucking bothered that an AI is growing a potato. That potato is not worth $280,000, bro. It's a fucking potato, bro. That shit is not worth $280,000. And that's even at a low right now. I don't give a fuck, bro. I know what it is. I know it's a fucking tube. I know it's a box on a live stream with some dirt with a potato and the robot's watering it at certain... Bro, it's literally a carbon copy ripoff of that other coin, Solarium or whatever the fuck it is. That shit is... No, Soul, this one right here. Soul Tomato, blah, blah, blah. It's a carbon copy of Soul the Trophy Tomato. This thing... Oh... A robot is growing tomatoes. How cool. This shit is so fucking LARP, bro. I can't stand AI LARPs. AI LARPs are ridiculous to me. Sure, Claude can grow a tomato. That does not mean that that tomato should be worth $16 million. This is open source, accessible to anybody. Literally anybody can use this technology right now totally for free. So why the fuck is this at $20 million market cap? It's all optics. It's all marketing. It's all insiders. It's all cabal. The narrative is a fucking flop, bro. I don't give a fuck what vegetable they're growing. It's not worth $20 million, bro. I've never seen a tomato on the planet that was worth $20 million. How's Corey in the house? It's honestly taken a deep leg down today. You can see it's crashed all the way down to 60,000 market cap. Deep sell-off here. And I wonder what happened here, because I think there must be something that happened. So one thing that's happened that might be responsible here, Corey or Kyle Massey is the name of the actor. He's actually obviously a real person, and he's actually present in the industry. He literally live streamed from a Pump Fun token 2 days ago. The guy who is Corey from Corey in the House. So if he vampire attacked this, for example, if he were to launch a new project because he wanted the money, I can see that might hurt this chart. Even though this is the OG, even though this has a lot of names involved, but it's kind of like, it's kind of tricky. It's kind of tricky. Tycho says, in Amsterdam, they have some good vegetables. If you're talking about the plants that I'm thinking you're talking about in Amsterdam, sure, that might be worth $20 million. If somebody gets a robot to start growing some good Zaza, then sure, fuck it, let's send it. But a tomato, a potato, are you serious? Fuck that bullshit, bro. Z786 says, have you heard of the rumors of coin release on the 17th, with many talked about in many streams? I've heard of the rumors, but anytime that somebody is anticipating a coin launch, anytime that everybody's telling you that something big is coming, they're just trying to generate FOMO, and they're trying to take advantage of that emotional reaction so that they can rob you. It is a strategy for thievery. It's basically hyping you up to get so excited of this new coin that's going to totally change your life. But you best believe that all the insiders, all the people that are coordinating the same, narrative that you're describing, they're going to be in there first. And they're going to be pulling out tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars from that chart, while you guys are all clamoring over each other like lemmings trying to jump in. Everyone that's telling you, oh, there's a big coin coming on the 17th. And I'm not naming names. I really don't know who's saying this. It could be anyone. I'm not trying to be mean to anyone. But anybody that's telling you, just theoretically, in any situation, oh, there's a big coin coming this week, they are shepherds. And they are shepherds that are leading lambs to slaughter. You guys are lambs. Poor little baby lambs that don't really know what you're doing, and people are trying to lure you into the big house so that they can chop your neck off. So be very careful honestly. It's my opinion of something like that. But yeah, this coin's doing pretty well. Topped out recently, 300K, still pushing with a ton of volume. I'm wondering if there's going to be a new runner sometime soon. As Jem says, mass extraction. As KS says, every time a rug. Please cover grandma. Sure, let's cover the grandma. Whoops. How's grandma doing, chat? She's at 1.6 million. She's lost a lot off the top, but I think she's bounced a little bit, or maybe not actually. Zoom out on this. Since when am I in the meme coin space? I've been in the game for probably like 6-7 years. 6-7. Grandma is kind of having a hard time. She should press her life alert. This chart is looking a little bit, I don't know. The good news is I hope that she's made a lot of money on this. Because that was the whole point, right? The whole point is she's supposed to make money to help her son out with surgery or whatever. Ty says, we need a Stanley Steamer carpet cleaner for the charts. That's pretty funny. Yeah, we certainly do. Outer says, yeah, they tried to get me to pay $3,000 to get alpha on coins backed by Trump or Elon. Bro, it's lambs to slaughter. It's lambs to slaughter. They're always going to prey on your guys' lack of knowledge. They're going to prey on your ignorance of the industry and how things really work. They're going to prey on your desperation. They're going to prey on the fact that you need to get rich quick. All of this makes you an easy target, and that's why you have to be very careful. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. The best group in crypto is totally free. It's right down there in the chat. You don't have to pay a penny to join. So just why settle for anything else? Why pay someone to get something that's going to be inferior to what you can get for free? The same is true for courses. Why would you pay someone for a couple of YouTube videos when you could literally go on YouTube and learn everything that you need to learn for free? It's pretty much kind of the rationale. Why pay for a group when you're just going to end up being exit liquidity to the insiders in that group anyways, etc., etc. Bro, you were so right with Fart Dab. Check Fartcoin V2. What happened? Let's go pull it up. Fartcoin V2. Yeah, that's a rug. Ouch. This guy says, are you a millionaire? Motivational purposes, bro. You're looking for the wrong motivation, bro. Number should never be your motivation. A number should never be your motivation. If a number is your motivation, you will never be satisfied. It will never be enough for you, and you will lose it just as fast as you made it. The real motivation should be the fact that I'm on here, on this stream, every single day, at all hours of the day, for 5 hours a day. I don't work a job. I don't do the 9 to 5. I don't have a boss. I do whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want. $1 million, $500,000, $10 million, it does not matter. Financial freedom is about the freedom more than it's about the finance. If you dwell too much about the number, you're going to miss the forest for the trees. It's why I don't talk about numbers on this program. There's a lot of reasons why I don't talk about numbers on this program, but that's one. The thing that should really motivate you is the fact that you could quit your job and be comfortable and never have to do anything again. You can provide for yourself, provide for your family, live a good quality of life for years down the pipeline if you master this industry. If you understand what's going on here, you're going to have opportunity any day, any year, any place. You're going to have a chance, right? So it's a dumb question, bro. It's why I don't talk about numbers on the stream. It's really not the point. Instead, you should be looking at the lifestyle, right? Like I just said, I got back from Abu Dhabi last month. This month, I'm going to Malaysia. Later this year, I'm going to travel a bunch of different places. I don't have a job, bro. I do whatever the fuck I want to do, bro. That's what it's about. That's pretty much what it's about. Let's keep looking. You fly first class? Hell nah, bro. Are you serious? Why the fuck would I share an airplane with a bunch of sweaty pigs? I fly private, bro. Hey, good to see you, Cody. Yeah, welcome to the stream, everybody. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and we're locked in the trenches right now. Another day, another dollar. Hey, this coin doubled in market cap. We were just looking at it. It doubled in market cap. It's about to hit that bonding. That's the Crypto Rap effect. Not bad at all. How about similar other live streamers, but actively asking to invest into a single coin? Be very careful of those people. Be very careful of those people, right? Now, they might have the best intentions at heart. They might actually want you guys to win. They might actually be trying to build and steward a project. That's real. I also have a project, right? I'm a co-founder at Entropy, and I have YNOT, the creator token. I show up every day, and I contribute to that as part of what I'm up to. But I will never tell you guys to buy anything. Anytime that anybody ever tells you to buy something, that should raise a red flag for you. If somebody tells you to buy something, that means that they are going to benefit directly from your purchase of that thing. That means that whatever it is, they're going to make some money when you buy it. So take that with a grain of salt. Obviously, there's a tremendous amount of bias there. Obviously, there's the potential that they could sell at any given time and pull the rug out from under you. So that's pretty much the part to pay attention to. Anna says, I saw your hero figure. It was dope. Awesome. Not Perfect says, how to get an Entropy hat. That's a good question, bro. The only way to get an Entropy hat right now, the only way is to buy one of these. Or actually, I think you need to buy a couple of these. For example, Jack, he's a guy from our chat. He bought 3 of these, and he got shipped the black Entropy cap, and he got shipped the We Got It For Cheap trucker cap. So if you buy enough Ashlars, we'll throw in a little something something. That's the only way to get the hat right now. Z786 says, what keeps you going every day, son? So Z786, I'm sure you've seen Spider-Man, right? In Spider-Man, great power comes great responsibility, right? I'm blessed. I was a nobody. I was a nothing. I was a loser. I was washed. I was working retail. I was working 9 to 5. I was trapped in the rat race. I didn't have anything to my name. I couldn't do anything that I wanted to do. I certainly didn't have the life that I desired until I found crypto. When I found crypto, everything changed. I jumped in headfirst into this industry. I made a name for myself. I've been tremendously consistent. I mastered it. And now I've made many doctors' salaries year after year just doing what I do. Totally no barrier for entry. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter where you come from. Doesn't matter what you look like. Doesn't matter what your background is. Doesn't matter what education you have. You can make it in this industry. So with great power comes great responsibility. I'm blessed to be in this position. I recognize that. I was tremendously lucky. This is a privilege. And as someone with privilege, it's then my duty, it's then my responsibility to open the door and make sure that other people can get in after me, that other people can be given the same opportunity that I've been given. I'm so passionate about crypto. It's my life in very meaningful ways. A lot of my best friends are in crypto. A lot of what I do is in crypto. I show up every day. My enthusiasm has never waned. The fire has always been lit. It's the most exciting, the most extreme, the most interesting industry on the planet. It's like a great puzzle to be solved every day. It never gets boring. It is so incredible and so fun, and there's nothing else like it on the entire planet. And for those reasons, I care a lot at a fundamental level, like in my heart. I care about the success of this industry. I care about the growth of this technology. I'm someone who believes that we can really change the world with crypto. That this technology is the most revolutionary financial technology of our lifetimes. And if we give people a fair shot, if we give them an honest approach to the industry, we can grow the pie. We can let millions of people in. They can all discover the strengths for themselves. They can find their own way. They can achieve financial freedom. They can provide for themselves. They can provide for their families if we do it right. And to do it right is to do it slow. It's to do it steady. It's to do it with care and intention. It's to answer your guys' questions. It's to make sure that nobody gets left behind. It's to open the door and to keep it open. That's what keeps me going. I have a strong sense of purpose. This is a mission for me. I'm locked the fuck in on this. I wake up with a smile on my face every day. I go to sleep super late every night. I work all day. I'm not working a job. I'm doing what I love. And I do that all day. There's not enough hours in the day. I put 110% in, and I still don't do everything that I want to do. So then I wake up with a smile to keep going the next day, right? And it's been that way for years now. It's been that way for years, and I don't see it stopping. There's no burnout. There's just enthusiasm, overwhelming, unending fountain of enthusiasm. I used to work in education. I used to teach people. Teaching people is tremendously fulfilling, right? Like to see the success of my students. A lot of my students ended up going on to like go to nice schools, you know, go to good colleges and provide for their families, provide for their loved ones, coming up out of places where they shouldn't have been that successful, right? And that's so gratifying, but I've never seen the gratification that I've seen from you guys. I've never felt the fulfillment of seeing someone come to my chat saying that they started from nothing, saying that they had no understanding, and now they're making thousands of dollars. Saying that someone was able to quit their job because they made it. Saying that someone made a big play and they made more money than they've ever made. That makes me so happy. Makes me so excited, and it happens every week. Every week, somebody else in my chat is coming up and giving me flowers for being a point of guidance, a light on the trail for them to achieving their own financial freedom. And that is really what keeps me going. I'm getting goosebumps right now talking about it. It's really, it's powerful. It's impressive. I appreciate you too. Z786 says, how do I get this type of motivation? Dive in head first. Dive in head first. Never look back. This is the most interesting, the most exciting industry on the planet. There's so much going on here. There's something for everyone. I'm a rapper, right? I come from a cultural background. I like art. It was what attracted me to the industry in the first place. And art has a place in crypto. Culture has a place in crypto. Rap has a place in crypto. If you guys like, other stuff, go and do your other stuff. There's really something for everyone here. It's really impressive. And if you don't see what you like represented on chain, make it happen. You could be the one. If you like fishing, make a blockchain fishing project, right? If you care about environmental health and rights, make a charity coin that contributes meaningfully to environmental health and rights. If you like food, build a dApp that's integrated on chain that's related to food somehow. There really is something for everyone in this industry. Every industry on the planet has a place in crypto. Blockchain is Rails. Blockchain is technology. It really is something that enables the next generation of humanity. Morg says, why do we not see more MBA in crypto? They fuck with it. That's real. That's real. Z786 says, respect, bro. I kind of like you now. Wise words, son. This motherfucker said, I kind of like you now. Bro, I just railed on you for 30 minutes. You kind of like me? Bro, suck my dick and balls, bro. Shut your bitch ass up, bro. You better love me after all that. Come on, chat. Where's the respect, man? That is bullshit, man. I gave you everything. Ray says, I was just paid to host a class and analyze price action for certain assets. You're so right. That's awesome, bro. Congrats. You got some real opportunity there, bro. You could teach others. You could do it. We teach our class too. The point isn't getting paid. Actually, the reason why it costs any money at all is because I want you guys to feel like you have a stake in it. And it's fucking cheap, right? It's $5 for a month of classes. Oh, it was a donation? That's even better, bro. That's even better. Yo, welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you guys. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and I'm your host, YNOT. We're here to educate and onboard the next generation of investors, empower you guys to achieve financial freedom. We're doing our thing, making our way through the market, making our way downtown, walking fast, shitcoins pass, and I'm rugged now. I gotta make that song. Cube verse, I see it right there. 20,000 market cap, a little bit of volume on there, less than 3 minutes old. I think looks like good tech is the right thing to say, but looks can be deceiving, right? Now this could be a great entry opportunity if this is legit, but these tech coins in the market right now, I'd be very skeptical of. I'm always super bearish on any tech coin that launches on a weekend. No real development firm, no real company, whether it's Web 2, Web 3, anything in between, nobody works on the weekends. It's just not a thing. So if you're having your debut product launch of the next big tech on a Saturday, it just doesn't make any fucking sense. It really doesn't. Everyone's touching grass. So whenever I see that, a red flag immediately perks up. These projects, these like utility coins that launch on weekends always strike me as a bit of a rug. Bikuna says, what do you know about Alon calling a 14,000 meme coin today on X? And every 6 hours. He posted this on X. Yeah, they just launched the new feature in the Pump Fun app, which allows you to call coins, which means that anybody that follows you will be automatically notified that you have spotlighted a coin. And you can do this once every few hours. I don't remember if it's 6 hours or 12 hours or whatever. But Alon, the founder of Pump Fun, said that he was going to spotlight a coin. He literally tweeted this. The founder of Pump Fun said, in order to test this feature, I will be posting a coin that has 14,000 market cap. 14,000. It's a really specific number. So I talked to my quant and I did some deep diving on chain, and I vetted what were the coins with 14,000 market cap that he might be willing to invest in. Well, interestingly, my creator token at the time that he made that tweet was 14,000 market cap. Interestingly, that oddly specific number that he mentioned happened to be the same exact number as my creator token. I am the most consistent streamer on Pump Fun. I do put in more hours than anyone else. I have had my project for over 7 months now, and it was oddly aligned with the same exact number that he said he was going to tweet. Now, I'm probably being overly optimistic, and honestly, I'm just joking. But it is strange that he chose 14,000 market cap at a time when my coin happened to be 14,000 market cap. Maybe don't read too much into that, but you never know. John says, greetings. Hope you have followed the recent recommendation of impending bank crash and collapse. Nah, shut your bitch ass up, bro. The market looks great right now. You're welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you guys. We're locked in right now. Another day, another dollar. Hey, peace out, Z786. Be well. God bless you. God bless your portfolio. We're all going to make it. We're all going to make it. Slow and steady wins the race. And it's a marathon, not a race. Check out Grumpy Cat. Let's do it. Grumpy Cat. You say the owner is on board. This is 3 hours old. But like, I hate to put a damper on you. The Grumpy Cat's dead, isn't it? I feel like that food died back in like 2017. The dev might be involved in this, but lil bro, the cat's not around anymore. Kind of makes me a little bearish on this, right? I mean, respect, but the cat's kind of, you know, curiosity. You feel me? David says, have been holding Lumen since 4 days. Let's go pull it up. Yeah, the cat's out of the back. Oh my fucking... Yo! Wow. This is another coin that we've been tapped into quite a bit over the past few days. We've seen this on my stream as low as 40,000 market cap. Now this thing is wicked all the way up to 2 million. A clean 50x. That is crazy. And you're not the only one I've heard that's been holding this. A lot of people in my chat have been tapped into this and holding it for quite some time. So far, so great is what I'll say, honestly. So far, so great. This is what I like to see on a chart. Let's rock and fucking roll, chat. Let's rock and fucking roll. What do I think about Terra? Let's go pull it up. But first, let's take a look at this SKS. This is an artist who has a coin on chain. His name is SKS Cartoon. He has 126,000 followers, and they made a creator coin for him that is now legging up. There's been some crazy motion on Bags coins recently. This thing started as low as 40,000 market cap, topped out at 837,000. That is some pretty impressive motion right there. I'm kind of hitting a wall, chat. Might have to take a break from the stream soon. I think I could probably go for another 10 minutes or so. Let's see. Terra, let's go do it. Terra. I hope this chart looks bad so that I can say, this looks terrible. Isn't that funny? Let's zoom out on this. It actually looks pretty good. It's not a bad looking chart. A lot of volume on this, 4 million market cap. This is another stellar example of why you guys should really be 10 toes down in the trenches right now. This coin is less than a day old, but still did a multi-million market cap. It's really special and really unusual until recent in the current market cycle. You could tell that people are looking for opportunity, people are willing to hold, people are ready to run things up, and this coin is no exception. There's been a lot of coins following patterns like this, and it's precisely what I like to see. Precisely what I like to see in the market. 500x in your room on Terra? Yo, chat, let's get a W in the chat for Gem. Gem has one of the most successful private alpha groups in all of crypto. You can't even pay to get in. You can't even pay to get in. You gotta be somebody. You gotta know somebody. And even then, the only way to get in is to actually have a decent heart in your chest and a decent head on your shoulders. Cooked a 500x on that. That's really crazy. That's a big W in the chat for Gem. Big shouts outs. Ooh, I'm not gonna lie, chat. I got added in that chat not too long ago. It's good. They're good at what they do. It's one of the top performing private chats I'm in. Yeah, welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you guys. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and we're locked in the trenches right now. Another day, another dollar. We're talking about alone. Let's do alone. What do you? I don't see that. Oh, you mean forever alone? Bro, I'm not gonna lie. If you hold this coin, you're gonna be forever alone. Nobody's wanna date your broke ass, bro. Nobody's gonna wanna marry your broke ass, bro. If you hold this coin, man, you're gonna be too fucking broke. You won't be able to afford to take nobody on a date. You won't be able to afford an engagement ring. Motherfucker, you're forever alone. Because you're the only motherfucker in this chat that's supporting this coin, bro. You're the only motherfucker in the world that thinks this looks like a good chart right now, bro. How's that for forever alone? Yeah, welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you guys. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive, and we're locked in the trenches right now. Another day, another dollar. Here's a coin called Rock. I like the simplicity. 14,000 market cap. Big bundles, big snipers, so that part looks pretty shitty. They're obviously destroying the chart right now. But it's literally just a rock. This is the kind of blunt honesty that I appreciate in the market. When it's literally just a rock and that's it, I'm like, okay, bet. That's a real meaningful narrative. I'm so excited for this weekend, chat. This is going to be a movie. Hey, cheers. Cheers, not perfect. Cheers. Have a good night. Whale Guru, let's pull it up. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You might be a bag holder. You might be aping coins too high and holding them too long, bro. Let's pull this up. I never really understood this. Anyways, of all the derivatives of white whale, this one just doesn't even make sense to me. What the fuck is a Whale Guru? Again, the chart looks exactly the same, bro. Why are you holding these coins? Why are you this is the second chart in a row you brought to me with a chart that looks like this, bro. You got to rethink your trading strategy. Now, I know I tell you guys to hold. I know you guys should think long term. All of that is true. But this, bro? Are you serious? Man, this shit is fucking rinsed, bro. You aren't going to make a penny on this shit, bro. I don't know what to tell you, man. You got to do better than this. Find a coin that looks like this chart, but in a mirror, right? Take this chart and flip it around, and then it'll be better. Beto says, are you looking forward to the Solana event? Which one do you mean? You mean Breakpoint in London? Because yes, I'm looking forward to Breakpoint in London. But if you mean Kat Lumpur in Malaysia at the end of the month, I'm certainly looking forward to that. At the end of the month, literally 2 weeks exactly from today, I'm going to be out in Malaysia at a conference for Jupiter, one of the most successful protocols on Solana. They have an incredible technological stack. They've got a great ecosystem of culture and quality coins. They really steward projects. They really care about the long-term growth and health of the industry. A lot of their employees are pretty fucking dope. They hire good people. A lot of my good friends have been my friends since before they got hired by Jupiter. So yeah, I'm really excited to be out there in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. HVAC says, think they will send Uranus again? Uranus is a flagship coin for them. Like, they really like Uranus. It was a big part of their branding and presence in Abu Dhabi. I actually have a Uranus t-shirt in the other room. Send it is a strong word. Like, send it is obviously kind of a tall order, especially for a coin that's up there in multi-million market cap. But I expect Cat Lumpur to be relatively bullish for most major Jupiter ecosystem coins. Maybe that's just, it's an oversimplified view of the market. Obviously, it's way more dynamic than that. But Cow Limo says, is smart buying in the same wallet, in the same coin with different wallets? Your topic, you're talking about Yabai. I'm kind of talking about Yabai, but I'm not just talking about Yabai. I'm talking about other projects. I'm talking about Wen. I'm talking about Uranus. I'm talking about Bubbles. I'm talking about, there's a lot of coins on Jupiter that are pretty cool. Any coin that was launched via Jupe Studio. And ultimately, like, I'm not saying that this is a guarantee for their success. In fact, I'm saying the opposite. Like, a lot of these coins, without this, they would not be successful. What you need to look for is coins that are quality, that they have long-term vision, that they're actually building something that's worth investing in. You need to look for people that communicate to you that the coin is worth investing in. Don't just assume at face value that because the coin is on Jupiter that it's worth investing in. So yeah. Always do your own research. But I'm very stoked. I'm very stoked about Cat Lumpur. It's going to be a movie. Hey, that rock coin that we pulled up at 10,000 market cap, now it's at 30,000 market cap. I said I liked the simplicity. I said I appreciated the narrative, how blunt it was. And now it's tripled in market cap. Did any of you guys tap into that one? That was kind of a no-brainer to me. The bundles are still really bad on this, but the snipers are a little bit better. I'm a little worried about this. I do think it's going to rug pull pretty soon, but it did a decent job of running up. Now it's at 40,000, so a clean little 4 times since we first pulled it up on stream. I guess I'm not optimistic about it long term, but it has some things that perk my ears up and make me think, okay, this is something that might be worth looking at. This is Anima Labs. It's I don't know what it is, but topped out at 70K, right now at 55K. By the way, bonding market cap is up to 60,000 right now. With the surge of price in Solana, bonding market cap is the highest we've seen in probably 3 or 4 months, which is impressive. Let's keep pushing. Yo, it's good to see you guys. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive. We're locked in the trenches right now. I'm hitting a wall, chat. I'm really, like, my energy levels are kind of stalling. I kind of jumped the gun on drinking my yerba mate this morning. I probably should have waited until I hit this energy level before I sipped it. But I had so many calls this morning with my co-founders and shit. We debriefed the Saga DAO house from Abu Dhabi. I had a great conversation about some creative work that we might be doing with Entropy soon, etc., etc. Hey, this RCC coin, we've been following this on stream since like 100K market cap. It just touched 1 million. It's a clean little 10 times from the stream. Not too bad at all. Some great motion on this chart. It wicked up like crazy. Oh, chat, I'm so excited. Tomorrow, my homeboy Rico pulls up. My homeboy Rico, dev of Chill House, is coming to chill at my house. We will be chilling at the house together. He's literally going to be crashing at my spare bed. We're going to have such a good time. It's going to be so much fun. Read the sugar percentage? Oh, on yerba mate? Yeah, I believe it, bro. Shit's got 56% added sugars. Like that, it might as well be a fucking Gatorade, bro. Yeah, I'll do loose leaf yerb. I have used loose leaf yerb in the other room, but last time I drank it, it made me vomit. So I'm really kind of skeptical. Like I do want to do it. Like, it is the right thing to do. Maybe I threw up because I wasn't, you know, my body was telling me like this is good and we need to rid the toxins or whatever. But yeah. Some talk about Texic coin. Hear about it? Never heard of it. Let me pull it up. Yeah, bro. If somebody's talking to you about an 8,000 market cap coin with 0 volume, that shit's a fucking scam. Chop says, scan the coin first before you buy and hold for a good amount of time before you sell. That's real. That's real. That's good advice, bro. You jump in on a coin, you do cursory research, you take a quick glance at the important metrics that you prioritize. That'll give you a read for whether or not the coin is worth investing in. You drop a little bit in at that point. A block toss coin? What the fuck? I know block toss. I've known her for fucking 5 years. This is not real. This is so funny that they would launch this rug pull. That is kind of hilarious, honestly. I can't believe this. This is like me looking through the new pairs and seeing a coin that they made out of me. Or like a coin that they made out of Gem. Or like a coin that they made out of Diego or something. Like, it's always funny when somebody just makes a coin out of you for no reason. Like, bro, I did not ask you to do that shit. Oh, man. I don't understand how bags work. Like the Bags Launchpad. Basically, the whole selling point of the Bags Launchpad is that you can redirect creator fees to somebody else. The advantage of that is you can make a coin on someone else's behalf, and they are the primary beneficiaries of that coin, even if they didn't want to make a coin in the first place. So I could make a coin out of you on Bags, and I can say that all of the revenue is going to you, like you, real person, and then you would be able to go and collect the revenue on that coin. So it's kind of a bit of a, maybe like a catch-22. It's a little bit of a, hey, RCC 5.5x, nice. Let's get a W in the chat. RCC ran it up. But yeah, I'm basically, like, the advantage of it is you can kind of force people into supporting a coin. It's a little bit fucked up, but you can kind of be like, hey, I made this coin for you, and you made $600 on it, so now you have to do it. Diego says, I'm gonna make a Bags coin for Hal and send it to Downson. Please do that. Downson is very broke right now. That motherfucker's in poverty. Let's look around. Here's Kizuna AI, 27,000 market cap. We zoom out on this shit. Yeah, pretty good motion on here. Decent amount of volume. We got an Anime Girl coin. You guys know how I feel about Anime Girl coins. Hey, how's that Rock coin doing? Is that shit still moving? Yo, Rock is up to 45K. Wait, did this top out at 50? Topped out at 50. Chat, we handed this to you at 10,000 market cap. We handed this to you at 10,000 market cap. Shit just crossed 50K. Any of you guys got this one? I even talked about this one. I kind of like, something catches my eye sometimes in narratives where I'm like, okay, it's so simple, it's so basic, it's so distilled to its element. That means that it's universally appealing. That means that people can really get behind it. And obviously, the bundles are still terrible on this. Top 10 holders are still pretty bad. I think it could rug. I'm pretty confident that it'll rug. But something about the simplicity, the clean picture, the clean narrative, all of that to me seems like it's kind of worth. FUD? Let's check FUD. I don't know why you would ever buy a coin called FUD. Usually you don't want FUD in your coin, you feel me? I need you to check something for you and let me know your opinion. It's called, yeah, that FUD coin sucks. It's called City Boy. I know City Boy. Chat, City Boy was the next big thing. City Boy was the TikTok narrative. City Boy was the highlight of the market. City Boy was supposed to be the next PvE runner. But when I asked you guys if you recognize City Boy as a narrative, all of you guys told me no. All of you guys told me that 90% of you didn't know what City Boy was. How could we have a TikTok runner if 90% of people on TikTok don't know it, right? That's what struck me as odd. Now we pull this up, look at his chart, what do we see? Zoom out. Wah, wah, wah. This was supposed to be the next big thing. This was supposed to be the runner. This was supposed to be the PvE that saved the trenches. What happened, chat? What happened? City boy, city boy, city boy. That's what happened. The city boys got their hands on the chart and they rugged that shit, chat. They rugged that shit. It's a shame. Thomas says, is it good try, Crypto Rap? Big buy competition? What does that mean? So it's cooked? Ultimately, it's going to be up to them, right? It's going to be up to their team. Who's stewarding this project? Who's steering the ship? And how involved are they? Are they vocal on the timeline? Do you see a community that's actively endorsing this? Or was this just a bunch of people running something up for the love of the sport and then pulling it out the other end? So I think you got to do your own research on that. I honestly haven't done my research on that. I don't know who the dev is. I don't know where the community's at, etc., etc. But right now, the chart looks pretty bearish to me. Right now, the chart looks pretty bearish to me. Now, this could be the generational entry opportunity of a lifetime if you're optimistic that it's going to be successful long term. But it's kind of in a tough spot. RCC ripping still? What is this one? Yeah, it was ripping. We saw it crack over 1 million. It's taking a bit of a step back now. What about Titcoin? We'll pull it up in a second. This thing topped out at 1.2 mil. Legged up like crazy. A lot of volume on this. Moved out. It's a fine looking coin. What goes up must come down is kind of how I'm feeling about it now. I personally wouldn't bid at 1 million market cap. But do your own research. If it seems like a really strong, high conviction narrative, then sure, 1 million market cap might be a decent entry. You saw what happened with like Ralph Wiggum, for example, right? Ralph Wiggum ran up to $25 million market cap. It took them a handful of weeks. A lot of you guys probably saw it at 1, 2, 3 million and you said, oh, it's too late. Oh, it's up there too high. I don't want to buy that. Well, it ended up doing another 10x, another 20x from those levels. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting, right? There's a bit of give and take. You got to really pay attention to what's more legit. So here's Titcoin, 637,000 market cap, recently collapsed. This I don't like this, honestly. I don't like this. We've seen this happen already this cycle. This is not the first coin of its kind, and that makes me very bearish, right? I like coins that are original, that are unique. If you're going to have a novel narrative, it should be novel, not just a copy-paste of somebody else's project. Here's a coin called Hey Claude. Hey Claude, that's at 100,000 market cap with a ton of volume on this. We'll zoom in for a second. It's kind of curling up at the top. It doesn't necessarily look as strong as it used to, but it is quite a good coin in the sense that it moved quickly. I don't know where its future lies. Bundlers look decent. Insiders look fine. Snipers okay. Top 10 holders are also all right. So this thing looks okay. But Jamizzle Wizzle says, can you explain how to check for bundles, good sir? Yeah, so there's a percentage you see. Like these percentages are the easiest way at a glance to tell. So here's bundle percent, insider percent, sniper percent, dev holding percent, top 10 holding percent. Those are 5 different metrics that you can look at to get a feel for who's holding what and how much of it they are holding. So that can tell you how many bundles there are. For example, this one has 4.6 or 4% bundles. But a better way to look is to jump in and do the on-chain filmography, or sorry, not filmography, the on-chain sleuthing yourself. You're going to look at the holders count, and you're going to be looking at the top holders. As you can see from this bubble maps down here, I'm actually going to change to bubble maps IO. From the bubble maps, you can see the flow of capital in different clusters of different holders, and you can get a feel for who's holding what, where they're holding it, and how they are connected. So for example, here's one with 1% of the supply, here's one with 0.7% of the supply. You can see multiple wallets. This one's got 0.6% of supply, etc., right? I filmed myself going 47 out of 51 from the 3 in basketball. Check my highlight. Respect, bro, but basketball is not going to make you any money unless you go to the league, bro. Yo bitch ass is going to have to hit the trenches and go 47 for 51 on successful meme coin investments if you want to get the respect of this chat, bro. You ain't Steph Curry, bro, but you could be the Steph Curry of the trenches. So lock in, little bro. Meme coins are back. I believe it. I believe it. Welcome to the stream, everybody. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive. We're locked in the trenches right now. Another day, another dollar. We're onboarding the LA Fitness Hoopers. That's what I'm saying. Bro, get out the Planet Fitness, bro. It's time for you to hit the trenches, the real gym. This the gym of finance, where you're crunching the market caps instead of the weights. You feel me? Yeah, Moon Dream does not look good anymore. This shit fell down quite a bit. Bro said FUD sucks while it's running. I think running is a really, really strong word, bro. So FUD is literally just a derivative of unicorn fart dust. It's 29 days old. If you zoom out on this chart, it's pretty terrible, bro. I mean, I guess they're almost about to go up to a new all-time high. But literally, who on God's green earth gives a fuck about this, bro? Can we name one person in the chat that gives a fuck about this? You CTO'd it? Respect, bro. Keep the pedal to the metal. That energy, that promotion is ultimately what's going to allow you to run this up. But you have to understand my hesitation when I see a coin that's 30 days old at very low market cap, ranging upwards quite slowly. I'm going to be pensive about something like this. But if you keep coming back to my stream, keep asking me to look at it, if I see it ranging upwards over time, I'll flip bullish, bro. But my immediate intuition is not to be bullish on this quite yet. I believe you could get there if you keep putting the pedal to the metal. You got a little bit of clusters going on in here. You got a 5% right there. You got a 6% right there. I'm assuming one of these clusters is yours, right? So just keep hanging on, bro, because that's what it's going to take. As long as you don't sell on anybody and you keep that supply control coming from a good perspective, coming from that wholesome, from that we can make it, from stewarding the chart, then sure, it can run up. Oh man, I'm exhausted. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so tired right now. I can't wait to stop this stream. My back's about to break. Chat. It hurts. I've been going for almost 2 hours now. We've got about 10 minutes left in the stream. This is your guys' last chance to ask any questions. Last chance to join that Discord down there in the chat. It's totally free. Always will be free. It's the best community in crypto. It's your last chance to send me a heart me gift. Send me a heart me gift, please. Send me a heart me gift. It goes a long way. It's your last chance, chat. It's your last chance. Let's keep pushing it. Are you doing live trades on meme coins on Discord, Chad? Nope, that's not my thing. Sometimes people go and do that, but me personally, I don't. Sugarcane sent a I love Argentina heart. I didn't even know that was a thing. I love Argentina too. The president of Argentina launched a meme coin that rug pulled $3 billion. That was pretty cool. Think you can buy Fjord miner coin for free? Made for fun, no use case, just learning pump fun. Sorry, little bro. I will not. But you're from Norway? There's been so many fucking Norwegians in my chat lately. I don't know what it is. Norway doesn't like crypto. Like, a lot of Norwegians think that crypto is a scam. Has there been a cultural shift? Are you guys starting to fuck with crypto now? I mean, respect. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm all for new countries getting on board. Bro, join my group, bro. Join my group. There's a channel in there called Development and Making Coins. You can post your coin in there and people can see it. But also in my group, there's like a weird amount of Norwegians. There's like at least 5 or 6 active Norwegians in that group. So between all of you guys, you got to be like pretty much every crypto investor in Norway, because there's only like 2 million of you people on the planet. Send your group link. It's right down there in the chat. It's totally free to join. Always will be free to join. You copy that link. You put it in your browser. You're going to be there. I see more people outside of my window right now than there are in the entire country of Norway. I shit you not. Don't you have Telegram? Hell nah. 12% of Norway holds crypto. Yeah, but they all hold Ethereum and shit. And Bitcoin and shit. Norwegians don't like meme coins. Norwegians are a very risk-off people. Norwegians aren't really go-getters. They're not really, you know, high-risk entrepreneurs. They like to take it easy. They like what's safe. They are a stoic people. We need to shift the culture in that sense. We gotta get more Norwegians pissing their money away in meme coins. They get free money every fucking month from the government. They got like $1 trillion in oil or whatever. Take that money and put it in the trenches. We gotta onboard Norway to the trenches. Gotta get some Vikings in here, you feel me? We could get Sweden too. Fuck it. Even Denmark. Actually, never mind. Let's not do Denmark. Yo, welcome to the stream, everybody. It's good to see you guys. This is a Crypto Rap exclusive. And we're locked in the trenches right now. Another day, another dollar. Pushing through the market. Trying to find the hottest and freshest plays. There's got to be a banger out there somewhere. Hey, if your name is... Are you still here, Fjord Miner? Are you still here? Oh, yeah, you're still here? Hey, if you like mining, like if you like crypto mining and you like Solana meme coins, you should check this out, bro. I'm a co-founder at Entropy. It's a decentralized physical infrastructure networks project. We create this. This is a piece of physical hardware. It's the only Solana meme coin that you can mine with a mining rig. It's the only Solana meme coin that you mine with physical hardware. You plug this into your wall and it gives you passive yield in Entropy tokens. It's a really cool project. If you like meme coins and you like mining, this is pretty much at the perfect intersection for you. And as a Norwegian, I know you got some disposable income, bro. So sauce that into one of these bad boys. You're going to be looking pretty. And go tell all your friends, too. Tell all your Norwegian crypto enthusiast friends. We've got the only Solana meme coin that you can mine. It's pretty dope. It's called Entropy. It's existed for over 9 months now. And look at the chart. The chart looks great. Just the chart right here. How much does it draw? How much current does it draw? It's very low power. It's not a high intensity meme coin, or sorry, it's not a high intensity mining rig like that. We're not going for like terahash with hella watts and shit like that. It's literally a meme miner. Gem says Rock. Let's take a look at Rock. Guys, I handed you Rock at $10,000 market cap. I knew, my intuition told me that it was going to be a runner. Rock is now at 90,000 market cap. A clean 10x in less than 30 minutes. Come on, guys. Why do you even watch my stream if you're not going to bid the coins that I'm talking about? I mean, again, I'm never going to tell you what to buy. I'm not here to sell you anything. But this shit ran and I knew it was going to run, chat. Look at that thing right there. You know, not financial advice. Do your own research. We had this at 10,000 market cap. And you guys faded? You guys faded when it was in this phase of the chart? Come on, chat. Don't you know you're supposed to buy low, sell high? Can you DM the right name? My English, I guess, is not the best. Learning more every day. I got you, bro. Justentropy.lol. I just put it in the chat. That's the website. Justentropy.lol. Anna Marie says, you said it was going to rug. Anna Marie, it did. It went from 20,000 market cap to 7,000 market cap. It's an 80% retrace. It did rug. But after the rug, a phoenix rose from the ashes. I said the narrative is strong, it's clean, it's universally appealing. The only problem is it's got a lot of bundlers, it's got a lot of snipers. After it went from 20,000 market cap to 7,000 market cap, there wasn't any snipers anymore. The bundlers were reduced. The distribution looked a lot healthier. The narrative was still clean. The volume was still high. It was still universally appealing. Bada bing, bada boom. Now the chart's at 100K. And again, don't take what I say as law. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a rapper. Sometimes I say something's a rug and then it runs. Sometimes I say something's going to run and it's a rug. I'm only one person. Decentralize your perspective. The only person that can make a decision about your money is you. Is you. Did I see the butt tat coin? Yeah, I did. It was kind of funny. You're going to need more monitors. You should be using at least 2 monitors. I'm running 2 monitors right now. I have an on-stream monitor and an off-stream monitor. No community there. Low X engagement. Why rock? Don't understand. Here's my DYOR for you. I agree with you, bro. I agree that it's patently absurd. It doesn't make any sense at all. Why would this coin go up? Well, that's precisely why I was bullish on it. Crypto is not supposed to make sense. Crypto loves ridiculous nonsense. We love bidding bullshit. We love being able to tell our accountants, hey, I just made $10 million on Fartcoin. Hey, I just made 300,000 bucks on Cum Rocket. That's like the biggest flex of crypto. Anyways, this shit is rugging, by the way. But yeah. Many things can be true at the same time. Crypto is an industry of multitude. Crypto is an industry of many overlapping characteristics, overlapping narratives. And most importantly, crypto is an industry of time. Blockchain technology is the financialization of time. Many of you don't realize this, but the whole premise of Solana is it's time passing, verifiable on chain. And like anything in the current of time, the only constant is change. Over time, everything changes. Over time, empires are built and they crumble. Over time, everything is different. That's why timing is so important when you trade. You buy low, you sell high. That happens over time. The opposite can also happen depending on your timing. Red Sea Lion says, Rick. Red Sea Lion, shut your bitch ass up, bro. Shut your bitch ass up, bro. If I was going to look at that coin, now I'm not, bro. Because you're annoying as fuck. Putting Rick 20 times in my chat, bro. Who the fuck are you, bro? You soldier boy? Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty. Walk in a club and I'm feeling so sporty. Rick, man, go fuck yourself, bro. I swear to God almighty, bro. You stupid as a fucking rock. If you're going to spam my chat, bro, you at least better follow me, bro. I'm going to ban your dumb ass, bro. I'm going to ban you for being the most annoying son of a bitch to crawl into my stream today, bro. You're not a human being. You're a cockroach, man. Coming and wiggling your antennas at me. Man, I swear to God, bro. Can't even click one button to support me and your stupid bitch ass coming in my chat saying Rick. Man. Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty. I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna end the stream right now, but Rick and Morty, Soldier Boy, freestyle. That's how we're gonna end the stream right now. We're gonna play that classic. Let's do it. This is how this motherfucker was moving in my chat right now. Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty. Rick. Rick and Morty. It's just me and my shorty. Grabbing on a 40. Sporty. And the roof got divorced. Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty. Rick. That's pretty much, that's what this motherfucker was saying in my chat, bro. That motherfucker said Rick fucking 20 times, bro. I like that song too, bro. I like the freestyle too, but come on, man. Anyways, I'm gonna end the stream right now. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been a Crypto Rap exclusive. God bless you. God bless your portfolio. Thank you for being the best audience in crypto. Hit that follow button if you don't follow me. Join that group in the chat. If you don't join that group, it's the best free group in crypto. It's free. You got nothing to lose. You'll find out for yourself. It is the best free community in crypto. You copy that link. You paste it in your browser. You're going to find so many people from around the world working 24/7, 365, looking for the best opportunity in the market. Take care. God bless you. God bless your portfolio. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. This has been a Crypto Rap exclusive. I've been your host, Why Not? Until the next time, take care. Join that group. And I'll see y'all when I see you guys. Oh, man, what a stream. Peace out. Peace out. I'll come back in a little bit. Until then, be well. It's been a pleasure. Cheers. Walk in a club, it's just me and my short.